cabbage. Niggas can't manage. That's another slapping. Niggas thinking that I'm famous, that I won't slap it. Nigga, I'm erratic. Erdington savage, yeah, you call this modern warfare. When we double tap it, clicking and we clacking, shots burning through this jacket. Gangster in the morning, gangster in the evening, gangster in the morning, gangster in the evening, gangster in the morning, gangster in the evening, gangster all the time. Yeah, I'm back and I'm attacking. Nah, I ain't capping. Real life rapping, switched it up and got it cracking. Get your vanish from a napping. Bare nerves racking. Ramming, carjacking, call it lifetime sacking. Yeah, the Cali's in the air now. Got the tracking. 2017 bricks, still brought the packing. Puff, passing, catch you lacking with my cannon. Birmingham assassin, yeah, burning with my passion. Gangster in the morning, gangster in the evening. Gangster in the morning, gangster in the evening. Gangster in the morning, gangster in the evening. Gangster all the time. Gangster in the morning, gangster in the evening. Gangster in the morning, gangster in the evening. Gangster in the morning, gangster in the evening. Gangster all the time. Can't walk around the hood that I'm good round. I was down and out, but I'm good now. If you saw my last check, then you would frown. So much drip around my neck, yeah, I could drown. Set the tone like a new phone. Yeah, I'm in the new zone. Just roll the zoo for the route home. Set the tone like a new phone. Yeah, I'm in the new zone. Just roll the zoo for the route home. Gangster in the morning, gangster in the evening. Gangster in the morning, gangster in the evening. Gangster in the morning, gangster in the evening. Gangster all the time.
Find your style at Mail.
And will never be.
You will never take that piss. You will never take that piss. Yeah, we put corn in clips. How many times did we take them trips? I was walking around with a 3-8 spin. How many times did I take that risk? How many times did they shoot and miss? How many times did they touch civilians, then try rap and claim that shit? How many lads been taking shit? How many times did we take off strips? How many bells did I have in the chamber and that pussy still got hit? How many matches done got gripped? How many times did we lurk with things? How many times did I beg my friend again and again to drop me that stick? I got and he saw what I did. Since then it's never left my hip. I put Rambo blazing chest. I put flick knife straight in necks. With a rap out aim for your head. If you see me then you're looking at death. But I'm not scared, they're looking at their mates like who's getting taken next. You don't really wanna meet your end. Nigga don't slip before you meet your friends. And it's real talk, I don't need to pretend. I don't play fair, man, play with skanks. And I think I should call it the pagans them. Anywhere it goes, they know who they still scoring goals. Anywhere. When I get round on smoke, I ain't trying to hear you ain't involved. You will never take that risk. Sit back, laugh for the gang. How they rap when they ain't on piss. Niggas wanna talk about riding. Whole day trying to take off strips. No face, no case, no witness. No case, no trace, no prints. You will never take that risk. You will never take that risk. Sit back, laugh for the gang. How they rap when they ain't on piss. Niggas wanna talk about riding. Whole day trying to take off strips. No face, no case, no witness. No case, no trace, no prints. You will never take that risk. All sorts of violence, anywhere goes, that's broad day knife in this. I'm the type to see that up on the main road, still on sight. If you slip, get drilled, mouth double tap on the stool. Man can't talk about gang, Curry been round their bears, and I ain't gotta talk big bang. These niggas, they're making me sick. How they still posting vids, they ain't on shit. I remember it was me, M-Men, shorts in the right, 2 loaded sticks. Looking at the thing they jam, same way it jammed on press. Shit, then I blame that skate. Cut that would have been too dead, even before I hit man's head. They talk about 7 and 7 or nothing. I ain't got love for the 6. They sneak this talk about bitches, but we do drills and we on this thing. And we do this proper, still might jerk me a shotter. Bradley already got bun and now I'm trying to call his brother. You will never take that risk. Sit back, laugh for the gang. How they rap when they ain't on piss. Niggas wanna talk about riding. Whole day trying to take off strips. No face, no case, no witness. No case, no trace, no prints. You will never take that risk. You will never take that risk. Sit back, laugh for the gang. How they rap when they ain't on piss. Niggas wanna talk about riding. Whole day trying to take off strips. No face, no case, no witness. No case, no trace, no prints. You will never take that risk.
The engineer.
You will never take that risk. 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 You really out here trying to free.
Are you man? Are they wrong from Fed? Touch my watch, why you want to get dead? Yo, burn up your man, get chef. Yo, burn up the right and left. I don't know. When they ask in the interview room, I don't know. How many gal in the room? I don't know. Is that your gal in my coop? I don't know.
Still got the whack, no safety. Lauren, Stacy, Mad Mix, Brazy, who dip up niggas daily. Should I cuff Miss Banks? Give her babies. Maybe. 9 boys, crazy. Bad big up, that's me in Emerton. But I heard they got police intelligence. Told not chef, cause he's irrelevant. Free throw, that's me in element. My young boys who free no evidence. What if on me if he need anything? Love beef adrenaline. And the shark is melanin. Don't think I don't do fraud, that I ain't in the trap with a span of press. I just bought 1,000 grams in the clap. I whip magic like pen and teller. It's Dutch, I was broke. Back when I had a thing for Ella. Put 3.5 of this whack. Move back, everything set up. Jenna, what's good, brother? Just got a drop on both my ups. I'm about to get both of them down as well. No pressure, no pressure. I'm back with a sick vendetta. Dutch, I was left back like Evra. Plug better give me one extra, Felly.
Are you man? Are they run from Fed? Touch my watch, where you want to get dead? Yo, burn up your man, get chef. Yo, burn up the right and left. I don't know. When they ask in the interview room, I don't know. How many gal in the room? I don't know. Is that your gal in my coop? I don't know.
Is he sending for me? I don't know. When I'm wearing their stuff first week, I don't know. When they ask for the fee, let them know that's 1.5 for the headline show. Little nigga, that's millions, not thousands. Stormzy the goal, but they really been doubting. Came offline, I've been chilling in mountains. How about you, bro? Really sell albums. Wait, look, I thought I had shots, but the shoe don't fit. Can't flex on me with a boot on drip. Come on, nigga, that's stupid shit. Come on, we all know that I'm stupid rich. Can't stand these needs when they talk in the tune cast. Walk on, bro, when I walk in the room. That's Big Mac, the most paid, the most sold, and I still get love from all of the goons. Like.
Are you man? Are they run from Fed? Touch my watch, where you want to get dead? Yo, burn up your man, get chef. Yo, burn up the right and left. I don't know.
This is it. The best 48 hours of your life. Dive in. Come on.
Look. Go in them Brody, please phone Cody. A man got touch at the donut shop. I hope he recovers in a week. If not, it's peak. He owes man what? Put that to the back of my man right now. Black trainers, black tracksuit, black gloves. What happens on up block stays on up block. We do not ride out with a loose tongue. You are not bad. What have you done? Sissy, me get 3 man down in the night. She don't know I did that more than once. I hate pigs, call them cow. Punchlines bro more than blunts. Trying to get rich by any means, even if it means running in drums. Yo, it's Big 5. No lie, man, I live this life. Order the bouncers at the door, giving out a wrist, man, still got the sticks inside. Turn on the light, I'm chopping up bits of white, got dark like the Brixton Brights. Flew them on the economy class, hit lit in my dog, came back on a business flight. I'm selling white girl that can't even know. Practice what you preach, but if I preach what I practice, that ain't no lie to promote. Pray that the music team works out for the best, car man's getting tired of the road. And no one cares if you spent 1 when you crap. In jail, that's the price of a phone. In jail, that's the price of a debt. I'm back live in the flesh. See how Jesus rise from the dead? That's how I felt when I walked out of the sex. Dutch, I'm a boss. Yeah. What you know about signing checks? Bedford, Manchester, and then Bristol. I might go shut down Brighton next. Or I might just shut down Brum. Club 101, I got this connect. That only sells weed and broke. And I know these G's gonna come. You think I spent all these P's on jewels and I ain't spent P's on the dough. I'm just incriminating my own self. Just know intimidation won't help. Whoa. How low could you go? Like this one chick said she gon' post my dick pics if I don't answer the phone. I block that bitch, that's a long dick, don't act like the world ain't seen one of those. I got this shit, no word like flips. I'ma put this in a funeral home like I put the beat in the morgue right now. Tell him I go do the autopsy, see how the insides got torn right out. The contract got closed right now, so C said that I can't tour right now. I got 2 bad beats from south and they wanna come to the east side of the town. Go in them Brody, please phone Cody. A man got touch at the donut shop. I hope he recovers in a week. If not, it's peak. He owes man guap. Put that to the back of my man right now. Black trainers, black tracksuit, black gloves. What happens on up block stays on up block. We do not ride out with a loose tongue. You are not bad. What have you done? Sissy, me get 3 man down in the night. She don't know I did that more than once. I hate pigs, call them cow. Punchlines bro more than blunts. Trying to get rich by any means, even if it means running in drums. Come on, man, nigga. Fam. Man's piss, you got left off, my nigga, man. Come on, free, my nigga. That's what you done, man.
Okay. All right. Shalom. We're on the ends. You know what I mean? You can hear me, yeah? If you hear me, give me a 1 hour con. You check on your phone, see if everything works up. You hear me good, give me a 1 hour con. You know what I mean? Every Friday, 9 p.m. till whenever, man. We're on the ends, you know what I mean? In Birmingham. I got a special guest today. I'll let him introduce himself. So give me a minute. Also, any questions, make sure you call in 079 607 46784. That's 079 607 46784. We're going to wait for the captain to come on. But again, I got a guest here today, man. A lot of you from the ends may know him. You know what I mean? There's been, many different programs, man. Done many different things down to, youth work and even movies, man.
Let's go.
You know what I mean? Movies and youth work and all them type of things there, man. So, you know what I mean? We got YT here. You know what I mean? I let him introduce stuff, man. Go on, YT. Tell them who you are, man. Come on.
YT, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, real name Joel. You feel me? Obviously, I'm known as YT. And yeah, man, obviously, Birmingham entrepreneur in many fields. Be doing music, acting. I'll be doing youth work. And obviously, I'm just an entrepreneur pushing for, black prosperity, bro. You know what I'm saying?
So where can the people find you? What, Snapchat, Facebook, Insta?
The Instagram is YT_Miller. Snapchat is YTizzle. That's YTIZZLE. You know the vibe.
Easy. So again, as you know, I'm part of ISUPK. You know what I mean? The greatest black organization on the face of the earth, man.
Yeah, come on.
I
just want to say, sorry to cut you, my guy. I just want to say, this is my guy.
Come on.
We go back for years.
Come on.
Like, this is like historic business.
Come on.
This is my guy from Young.
Tell him.
Young.
You get me? So as I said to my guy, man, it's probably done a lot of youth work goes up into schools and so forth. We're gonna rewind back, man. We're gonna just take it back a bit, man. You know what I mean? So tell the people, man, a bit about yourself, man, because I see you do that schoolwork, telling people how you overcame the gang thing and so forth, how you beat the gang thing. Tell the people, because a lot of people think that they don't know that you're one of them Chicago drillers, man. They don't even know that, man. Tell them.
Because you're my guy, Because you're my guy, I'm gonna give you like a no filler, no cap, and just straight through and through. You understand what I'm saying? So basically, obviously, I was born in America. I was born in Chicago. And my dad was involved in like a lot of street criminality, a lot of street shit, you know what I mean? And obviously it forced my mum, people was threatening the safety of my household and this and that, so it forced my mum to leave America and she moved back to England because this is where she was born. She moved back here and brought me and my sisters with her, you know what I mean? And then we moved to Handsworth, and that's where my mum's mum lived. Obviously originally Jamaican, and that's where my mum moved back to. She moved back to Handsworth, and this is where I've been brought up. You know what I mean?
Oh, be a bit closer.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So how was life in Handsworth, man? You know, what was the when as a youth though? Before all the influences come through, just living in, So do you have any recollection of America or nah?
Yeah, obviously I've always kept a close contact going back to America because that's when my dad's never been to England. My dad's still in America now. You know what I mean? I got a brother that looks just like me that's in America now. So I've always been going back and forth. You know what I mean? I was over there like 3 years ago. And I went for like 8-9 weeks to go spend time with my father. Me and him never really had a close relationship like that. So obviously this time me going back was the new and improved me. You know, the more educated me. When I was young, I had a lot of hatred in my heart towards my dad. And it took me to be in a good place. I'd say with the education that I got now, to understand that the hatred is not going to get me nowhere. You feel me? Two languages in the cup, you feel me?
I'll swap
I love that. Come here, start bossing some. Yeah, start bossing some other languages to all the man.
Don't watch that. It's fascinating. The bro's fascinated that man speak fluent Hebrew. Don't watch that, man. No, you come to ISUPK. We teach that Hebrew, man. You talk it, man. Like so. I was just saying, you grew up with a resentment for your dad. Okay, now Why was that? Was it because we know in Irish PK there's a thing out there? It's in the air, man.
Yeah.
It's a thing against black people, black men.
Yeah.
And black men are always hated. Black men are always the ones that are to blame for everything. Always the wrong ones. Do you think it was that was in the air, or because you said your mum came to England because your dad had issues and whatnot?
Yeah.
So really, the fact that you was in England was for your own safety.
For my own safety.
You said your dad had problems and so forth.
Yeah.
So to get you out of that, you come to England. So you sent you to England for your own safety, really.
Who sent me there?
No, you come to England, yeah?
Yeah.
Because your dad had some problems in America.
Yeah, but who sent me there though? That's my question. Who do you think sent me?
Your mum or your dad?
My mum.
Okay, fair enough. So in 2020 now, do you forgive your dad now? And because as black people, we need to forgive a lot. Like we'll forgive slavery, but won't forgive our dad. We're the same problem as well. A lot of people are, F my dad, I hate my dad. In the media, people make up two-part songs like, F my dad.
Now, you know what it is? I get what you're saying, you know. I get what you're saying, you know. But this is it's a subject where it still affects half of the youth in today's generation. Like, you cannot look at a 17-year-old boy who's got all of this shit that he's faced with, especially in today's generation, that hasn't got a male role model that's his dad in his life. And you can't tell him that he should forgive his dad. He'll probably shoot you for saying that.
Yeah, shoot.
You understand what I'm saying?
They're young.
Like,
we all had it. We all had that thing.
No. But what I'm trying to say is, now I'm at that point where my mindset is to where I'm able to understand certain things, but I have to understand that the youth feel like that, and I know and I understand why they feel like that, and it's not something that is easily like, all right, well, you know what, slavery this and rare. So these little young generation, they can't comprehend slavery. They can't comprehend their dad not wanting to be a part of their life.
But again, true what you're saying. It's not easy. You know what I mean? But again, like we grow up, we go to church and whatnot, and they teach a hell of forgiveness, man. So I'm saying with that forgiveness, why can't we forgive our fathers, man? You know what I mean? Our fathers made mistakes. But I'm going off topic though.
Yeah.
Sorry, carry on with your story. So you come to England.
Yeah.
We get back to the whole father thing. You come to England and so forth.
Yeah.
Growing up in Handsworth, how was it like before the influence and so forth? You know, school days, primary school days, and everything there.
All right. So growing up in Handsworth, it was very Caribbean, very Jamaican, very Jamaican. You understand what I'm saying? You walk around the ends and that. You got a lot of Jamaican people. You got a lot of Jamaican food. You got a lot of old school elderly people, and this is what I'm saying. I've got a lot of shout out to Hector. If you don't know, then you get me.
Hector, man.
Community legend. You understand what I'm trying to say? And these are older historic people from Handsworth that I've grew up and I've known from I was young, from when the Frightened Horse was open on Soho Road, from when there was Alcazar open on Soho Road. Like, I'm old school from that generation there. You understand what I'm saying? So I grew up around that, and I grew up in a sense where and this is not shitting on or shutting down any of my family or anything I grew up around, but I was raised to feel like things that are necessarily deemed by political people or the police as negative. I grew up, that was normal. Seeing somebody getting their ass kicked down the road because they tried to thief something out of a man's garden was normal to me. That wasn't bad. Seeing a man sell a man some weed, or somebody licking a sale down the road, that wasn't bad to me. That was normal. I used to see that walking to school. You understand what I'm saying? So I didn't view these things as bad. I used to go to when I was younger, I used to go to like these white areas, and when I used to go around there, people used to deal with me funny, and they used to treat me funny. And I used to go do a motor mechanics class, and the little kids used to be like, I can't believe people get robbed and rare. And to me, I was shocked that they're so shocked about it, because I used to see it all the time. You know what I mean?
All right, cool. So growing up now, hitting puberty, maturing more. Like, what happened? Like, when did the influence come through? The postcode thing come through? You know what I mean? Was it things you saw around the way, music, TV? Was it a mixture of all of them?
Like with us, when we grew up in the era where music and TV, like, we was outside kids. We wasn't sitting in our house watching no music like that and no we was outdoor. We was playing tracking. You know, we the Kirby and when it was summertime, the whole ends is having water fights and all that. We playing commandos and this and that. Like we was outdoor. Yeah, come on, fam. Like yeah, bro. Like you know what I mean. And it's what's sad about today's generation. They're not outdoory. Like we was really outdoory. So like and music was just coming out. I mean, the first kind of music that like we was kind of listening to was flipping PDC. You know what I mean? Like the proper UK rap. And as people that grew up around this kind of like Handsworth and these kind of areas, that was the kind of music I was gravitating to.
I still online said tracking. Remember tracking?
Yeah, tracking. Come on, bro. Yeah, like they were the games that I come up off that. You know what I mean? So obviously, I feel like my influence to like getting involved in the gang shit that was more through like family, because this was already going on. Like this was already going on, and I had family members, older cousins that was already involved in this thing. So I'm not putting myself and say I was fully involved in this thing. I'm saying I grew up around family that was normal to me. I'm from Handsworth, so thinking that way was just normal to me.
Okay, so you know when did the turning point come? Because we spoke earlier, and you said that you was involved in a violent attack, and you said changing was on your mind. You said retaliation was on your mind.
Yeah.
But now we see you on programs with people like Zimbo and so forth, and you're doing youth work and stuff. So when did the change happen? Like because attack didn't change your mind. Back then, obviously you're young and fiery, full of fire.
Yeah.
So what happened, man? Did you wake up one day and say, "Yo, something got to give, man," or this the elder tell you? You know what I mean? Or like,
no orders didn't tell me. No orders didn't tell me shit. No orders didn't tell. No orders didn't tell me nothing. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I had to figure this thing out. I had to figure this thing out by myself and from the help of guidance from people who don't really get the mention. Now, when you're living when you live in this life, bruv, yeah. And you embed all your feelings into your friends, because when you're living this road life, that's what you do. You embed all your feelings into your friends. And
sorry,
go on.
Just that obviously, I mean, online there's an American audience as well, so just you know what I mean, just for the sake of them, those games that we're mentioning, Commando, etc. Please just make them understand.
Just elaborate on the game.
We start off with Kirby. Kirby's a game where boom, there's a curb, the road, what they call the street, and the curb again.
Yeah.
So one man was on one. Remember in England, the road ain't big. It's not big like
it's not wide, and obviously you got two slabs of concrete, which is our curbs. So you got a curb on each side. So what you do is one person stands on one side, another person stands on the other side, and then you have a ball, and whoever hits the ball on the curb and the ball bounces back to them, you have another throw, and plus you've got a point.
See, now that sounds simple as shit. That is hard as shit, man. You got to throw the ball so it hits the curb on the corner.
Yeah, and it has to come back to you.
And that's hard. You throw the ball, it goes over the curb.
Yeah,
it goes before the curb.
And then that you lose a point. Then
you lose a point, man. I think you hit the curb, you get to go in the road.
Yeah,
and get another shot again, man.
Remember Wallis?
Oh, when you drop from wall to wall.
Yeah, Wallis, and then the other one where people throw the pennies on the wall.
And whoever
pennies get to the wall the closest, they get to keep all the.
I think in London they call it money ups. Penny up the wall is like in America they'll shoot dice. How it works is, it depends how much money you got. My level was 10 pence, 20 pence, 50p's. Or some man will play pound coins. The objective is to throw the pound coin. It has to hit the wall, and bounce off. It must hit the wall. So you throw your pound coin, it will hit the wall and fall on the floor. And next man will throw his pound coin. Who's the closest to the wall gets both the pounds.
Yeah.
You gotta flick it, but make sure you don't bounce too much.
Yeah.
Touch the wall, but it's kind of
And whoever's pounds closest to the wall, they get both. You get me?
Some man used to go to school with £1, man.
Yeah,
leave
me.
£10. Rich, you know.
There were the days, and it's sad because like this new generation, they don't comprehend that. You know what I'm trying to say? A lot of these young generations don't come out their phone. They don't know about outside. Like, and this is what I'm trying to say. And like, coming a bit off subject, but to the young players out there, and you like young and you trying to talk to the ladies and this and that, you have to know how to be outside your phone. Where you gonna get your game from? You can't get your game from the phone. You have to know how to interact with females, man, when you're talking to these people.
Listen, that's spoken from a man from a man from America.
You know
man.
what I'm saying? That's a fact.
Who's more smoother than them?
Nah,
man?
it's
You better take note.
It's a super fact. Come on, man. You have to know how to interact with people. You can't just be all up and be cyber freaked. It's horrible.
There you go, man. So yeah, so I was saying, what was the turning point? You know, you got involved in an attack.
The other game, tracking.
Okay.
Tracking's
dope. So what tracking is? Yeah, tracking's like a big game of like hide and seek kind of thing.
Yeah,
so you be in the fields and stuff. Then you'll have a group of like 5-on-5. Then you'll have one set of 5 hide, and the other set of 5 have to find them. So you're all tracking and looking for each other and that through woodlands and stuff. But yeah, it was dope.
Remember the old game, it's like football, yeah, but it's not. I think they call it 21.
21.
Remember 21?
Don't you remember
it was 21, man, but one man's in goal.
You
21.
Nah,
a man's counting though.
It was 21.
And you can't roast the ball.
You have to lobby.
Yeah, you have to lobby.
And then the goalkeeper's counting to 21.
Yeah, that's the one.
And if you score a goal, he has to start from
number one again. And if you lose, you go in goals, innit? Come on, man. We're showing our age, man. We're showing our age. Salaki, man. Sorry, man. We're showing our age. We gotta continue.
Let's go.
We can't continue, man. We let the young man laugh.
They don't
we let the young man laugh at us, man.
They don't know about that.
Saying, look at them dinosaurs. Look at
what dinosaurs. Let me show you something. And them games were lit. What? That was life. Come on. Let me show you something now.
Come on, man. Back in the day, yeah, we used to hit the road, go back inside. And as you're walking outside, your mum will catch you. Hey, where you going?
Yeah, where you going? Yeah, straight.
We used to want to go outside.
Straight. We used to want to. We want to be outside.
But anyways, carry on. Yeah, so what happened? So what happened with your what happened with the attack that you went through?
Okay, when I got stabbed?
Yeah. No names, nothing, but what happened there? Because the attack what you went through, what 7 years ago, it's happening rampant today, as you saw in town. A man stabbed up 8 people or something like that.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? But yours was gang affiliated. I don't think his was. So tell me what happened there. Was it gang related? And
shit. Yo, I got stabbed in it. And listen. Let me start off by saying this. I'm a real individual. You understand what I'm saying? Like I'm not perfect. I haven't lived a perfect life. I take the good with the bad. You understand what I'm saying? Me getting stabbed at that time, it had no effect on my life. Listen, when you're young, you don't appreciate the value of your life. You don't appreciate. You're selfish in a way. Because you think you're so young, so you're comprehending all your emotions. Especially when you're a young black youth, you haven't got your dad there. You understand what I'm saying? Like you ain't got your dad there. You're living in a home where say your mom ain't got everything, because really and truly, when you live in a middle class lifestyle, your mom and your parent doesn't make you feel like struggle is going on in the household.
Yeah, they hide it well, man.
You don't see struggle going on in the household, so you don't have to question nothing. And I had friends whose parents were middle class who didn't feel that. Now I'm coming to my house. God bless my mom, because she was the mom and the dad for me and my sisters. I felt the struggles when certain time there weren't enough for the light. You understand what I'm saying? She used to always make sure that the light stayed on, but I felt the pressure of her having to go through the motion to make sure that these bills are paid. You understand what I'm saying? And then feeling them kind of struggles, not having a dad there, and then having to go on the road and see. It's like me getting stabbed. I didn't give a shit. It was like, you understand what I'm saying? I just cared about retaliation, getting them back. Rare. In a sense, I was selfish. I didn't comprehend everything that my mom had to go through and the stress that I was putting her through and this and that. It's just like you're a youth and you're thinking violence begets violence. They get me, I get them, and that's what it is.
Yeah, man. And that's something that we teach at ISUPK, man. You know what I mean? What you done, at the time you was young, but as you got older, you realize that, you know what I mean, with brothers, man. The brothers that stabbed you, your brother the same way, man. And likewise, how you said you weren't perfect. They weren't perfect, man. And hopefully we can, you know what I mean, all to squash this thing, man. But all right, cool.
Moving, I get that.
Moving forward now, yeah. So all right, cool. So we see you on a documentary with many with people from what you would call at the time the opposite side, like Zimbo and so forth, who we also had on the show.
Shout out to Zim.
You know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying? My 1 mile away family.
You get me?
saying?
I'm gonna talk about one mile away as well, man.
Let's
I watch
go.
that, man. We're gonna go there too, man. You know what I mean? Some fuckery that happened in there, I think.
Yeah.
I'm gonna talk about it. You know, tell me if I'm wrong.
Let's go.
So okay, so what happened? Make you turn and go. You know what? I can't do this no more, man.
Mm.
Let me drop this, man. Let me go teach them in school and teach the people them how it's not the way to be, man. Because now, listen, man, these kids nowadays are.
Yo, let me show you.
The worse than us, man.
Let me show you something.
Oh, remember, like, back in the
on.
day, man was getting stabbed. Listen, knife crime always been a thing in England.
Yeah.
Because we got guns in England, but they're hard to get. You know, I mean, a gun costs money. So man be getting stabbed since before I was born, man. But nowadays the kids got these big, what do you call them? Zombie slayers and Rambo knives, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's no joke, man. So what made you say, you know what, I gotta stop this, man? I'm gonna go teach them to, you know what I mean, to just sit down, man, and go in the school books, man. You know what I mean? What happened there?
You know what it is. And this is me being honest. What's the best way I can break it down for the people them to understand? Because when I do these things and I do these interviews and I'm speaking, I don't like just talking and giving somebody a shit narrative. I have to actually break this shit down for them to understand what I'm trying to get across to them. You get me? Now I'm good, my guy. You know me, I'll be eating when I'm ready. You feel me? So you know what it is? I feel like when I truly stopped, when I truly said to myself, you know what, I need to make a change, was because of everything that I've been through in my life. Like, don't get it twisted. Don't think that I'm some popular youth that was a gangbanger and this and that. No, I've had people from my own area try and plot and scheme and bun me out. I've had people from that side try and plot and scheme and bun me out. I've seen youth get groomed and into holding and holding things for other people. And you understand what I'm trying to say? And I didn't like it. I just think it's poison. And I'm not saying anybody's bad for doing that, because I think they're brainwashed as well. But it's like, if I've got the mentality to say, all right, I know in my heart that I can do better, and I'm not doing it, I'm not being real to myself. And I'm not a sucker. I'm real to myself before I'm real with anybody else. You feel me? Right. So the moment that I said to myself, I have to start doing it for me, that's when I said, Bonnie, it's over with. All right, cool. So when you did what's that? Not even programs, but work with like man from what we called back then the other side, like Zimbo and that. Yeah. Did you look at them and say, yo, this man's my brother like me, man. It's a black man like me, man. What was I fighting about? Zimbo's at the time, it made sense because, we was poisoned and before, you know what I mean? This is the way, man. The white man told us that we're enemies. But when you met him properly, sat down with him, did you realize that, it's a black man like me, man? His mom cooked Sunday dinner. My mom cooked Sunday dinner. You know what I mean? He's going through what I go through with the same people, man. Did you think that afterwards or? Almost 20 minutes after me fully sitting down speaking to Zimbo. We laughing about certain. It's kind of funny. We laughing about certain things, like musically. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So when he's because I've listened to him for a long time. Do you know what I mean? From MSN days. Shout out to the MSN days. If you know what I'm saying, you like old school enough for that. Come on, let's go.
So you can explain to the audience online what the MSN days were.
Yeah. So MSN was like unlike this is like before like any kind of gram or anything like that. And it was like what we had as kids to communicate to other people, our friends. To
sorry, MSN was pre-BlackBerry.
Yeah,
MSN was pre-Instagram.
Yeah,
MSN was what else? WhatsApp.
Yeah,
back then, not many people had internet in their yard, man.
It's a fact.
If you had internet, you had to go to a school. After school club, only certain man who had well-off parents have a computer. Remember the internet when you plug it in, and
you can't wait to be able to sign into your account and all that. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, let's go. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, like them days there, MSN days were lit. You know what I mean?
All right, cool. All right. So we're gonna move on now. So now there's a movie out here which I didn't know. It was what? 9 years ago, man. Yeah. Time flies, man. And this movie was a Brum movie, man. Everyone from Brum was proud. I saw the trailer. I was like, oh shit. And it's a decent movie, man. Good. I like the movie. The people like what Lady Leisha in there. Yeah. Lady Leisha.
It's a historic movie. It's one of the first urban. It is the first urban musical.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you about this movie. Yeah? The movie's called One Day. Go watch it, man. It's a Birmingham movie. And listen, let me tell you something. every single actor in the movie was local, man. None of them had acting school, nothing. And it was good. Like, this is my problem with this movie, man. The movie was a great movie, lovely. Listen, Lady Leisha was in there. Who, you know, shout out Lady Leisha doing her thing.
Dope.
And it brothers from the ends, man. That was
Shout
acting
out
movie.
Leisha for
Like, this is the issue
come
now.
on.
This is the issue I have with the white man and with society.
Talk to me.
Right. They want us to stop killing each other, man, and do something productive. You did just that, man. So you know what? I'm gonna go act. I'm gonna go do this and, you know, do my thing and blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
And what did they go and do? Shut down the movie, man.
Yeah.
So then, wouldn't that make a man say, you know, bond this, man? I tried it. I tried the avenues that they said I must try.
Yeah.
It didn't work. Let me go back to trapping, man. Let me go back to selling drugs, man. You tried. They said stop being a drug dealer, stop being a gang member. You did just that, man. So you know what?
Facts.
I'm gonna go to acting career. And they said, oh no, this movie's too dangerous. We're gonna ban it in every cinema, only in a certain ones. I think like Wolverhampton and whatnot.
Yeah.
And ban it, man. And that movie could have went on to better things, man. People in that movie could have had roles in other movies or roles in here, man. What do you think about that? Do you think that was foul play? Or do you think that was them generally caring about knife crime and generally caring about violence and so forth, man? Can you elaborate on that? Cause I remember seeing you, I think it was you and Flash on the news, and you was pissed off, man. Be like, yo, listen, we put all our work into this, man. You're the movie, man.
We were so pissed. Listen, we was hella pissed because you're youth from the hood and you get an opportunity. You're doing things that you've never thought you'd ever be able to do. You understand what I'm saying? We've got premieres for our movie, and we've got the X Factor winners talking about coming to our premiere. You know what I'm saying? We've got diversity and people like that saying that they're coming to our premiere, and they just won at the time. So it was like humongous. You know what I mean? And it's like when you get opportunities like that. But all right, Save, let me tell you something at the start. Let me break it down good. We was used to this. We was used to this feeling. You understand what I'm saying? Because you have to think about it, you know. We're not actors. We're not actors that have been like, all right, cool, well, the government's after us, you lot are trying to boycott the movie, and we're used to getting violated by the police. We're used to being told by the teacher in school that you like.
I hear that. So basically, to you, it's like, oh, here we go again.
It's the director of the movie, the white woman, Penny Woolcock. Like, no, this is outrageous. You understand what? Like, what? Like, this is what? You know what I mean? She can't believe it. Like, this shit is outrageous. And it's also have to be telling her, like, because she doesn't understand. This shit is reality.
Yeah,
she's just getting a little taste of what we have to do all the time.
So anyone that don't know what they're, Penny Woolcock is a white woman from, I think, London. She got a documentary. She come from like the posh parts of London. So for her, she's like, huh? Boycott the movie. But what the brother's saying for him, this is normal, man.
Yeah.
We used to police raiding our house.
Yes.
And when we asked for a reason or no reason, we used to them stopping frisking us. I'm like, huh? So, so sorry, continue.
So we was more pissed about the look. And what I mean by the look is we was more pissed that they're stopping us from being able to. All right, so if you see adulthood, how a lot of the actors were put onto other opportunities because they got the full publicity of the movie. We were really good actors in one day, but we didn't get the full range of publicity that we were supposed to have got because of the boycotting and trying to shut us down because of this gang affiliation and all of these things. And that's what really hurt us more than being slandered. We was used to that.
It hurt me because these same man boycotting the movie, make movies themselves, man. Hollywood got loads of movies, action movies, Sylvester Stallone, Arnold Schwarzenegger, loads of killing and cars blowing up.
Yeah.
And it hurt me that brothers want to make some of themselves, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Brothers could have done more with their life.
Yeah, but the fact is the people that was boycotting the movie though was the police. It was the police. You understand what I'm trying to say? And they was boycotting the movies because people that was in the movie was criminally active.
Again, all right.
You understand what I'm saying? I was still banging.
I hear that. But listen, in the ISUPK, we teach the Bible says that what we don't wrestle against flesh and blood, man, but principalities. Meaning we don't wrestle against flesh, but
what do you mean by that?
Right. We don't wrestle against just me and you. There's governments out there that make sure to keep us down. Like
oh, okay,
instance,
yeah, obviously.
We ain't like the police force, the government, the education system, everything to keep black people down. And what I saw there was that scripture right there, man. You like with brothers that wanted to make a movie, which is your right to do, and couldn't do that. You wanted to progress to do something with your life, make money, go into other things, and couldn't do that.
Yeah,
man.
Yeah,
that's
definitely.
what I saw. So what happened there was that scripture right there being fulfilled, man. It's like the other one.
Sorry. It's like if I can just challenge that, it's like if one of you can, of course, in like America, some people may not know what the film One Day is. So I mean, if you can just like describe the film and what it's about, so that they have a bit of an understanding on it.
Okay.
I'll let you go. But, all right. You can find the movie One Day on YouTube. You know what I mean? It was a movie from Birmingham. As everyone knows, Birmingham's like the second city after London, population wise, even size wise, and it's overlooked, man. So this movie came out, and everyone was like, "Yo, it's the hit, man." But I let the brother, he was in it. I let him describe the movie for you, what it was about, how much time it took, and so forth, and the effort it put in. So
One Day was the first urban UK musical. It's about two different gangs in the city of Birmingham, and it's about trying to get it out of this gangster lifestyle. Do you know what I mean? One person who's got the weight of the world on his shoulders, and this is how we feel like being a young youth with gang banging in your life, with selling drugs and this and that to try and make money. You just feel like you got the whole weight of the world on your shoulders. So that was what the movie was basically about, to be fair. And I feel like it was needed. I don't feel like it was glamorizing. I don't think like it was glamorizing gangbanging. I feel like it was showing the reality of what gangbanging is about, what happens. You know what I'm trying to say? And I feel like that's what it was.
My thing was there's companies out there with more budget than One Day.
Yeah.
That produce like mass record. They all produce that sell out worldwide, man. And they cause more damage, and there's no boycott towards them, man. There was no boycott, man, but because you brothers are black, we got to stop these brothers, man.
No, it's not that, my guy. It's not that, my guy. It's like, listen, this is what I'm trying to say. These companies that you're talking about, fam, they're dealing with not reality. They're dealing with people that, as I say, are raised in these middle-class suburban places, actors from suburban places. Now, when you're dealing with youth that are really getting chased by the police, that really have criminal records, that are really, you know what a PPO is?
No.
Do you know what a PPO is? Do you know what a PYO is?
No.
Do you know what a PYO is? A PYO is a Pacific Young Offender. A PPO is a Pacific Pursuing Offender. These are things that from I've had these staples from I was 16 all the way up to my 20s.
I know what YO is, but the P part, I didn't know about that. I know the YO's Young Offender, but the P part, that's new to me.
Yeah. All right. No, these are banners that the police have the youth under. So you could do it. You could get caught for doing a robbery that you and your friends, whatever, somebody got robbed, and you got arrested. Now you're getting marked and who you're around. Then you get arrested again. Could be for another offense. Then you'll get the mark as a PYO. So you're a persistent young offender. You didn't just do this once. You keep doing it. Yeah, and then if from your 15 to say you keep doing it to your 18, 19, you come from a PYO to a PPO, so you're adult now and you're not young no more. You're a persistent pursuing offender, and then you get banned. So when you get banned now, these things are trails. So when you get banned, these things are trails. So when obviously we made the movie One Day and this and that, and it's blowing up all over the place, the police are pissed because they're looking and saying, yo, we locked him up like 2-3 weeks ago, the little cunt. You know what I mean?
What's like a brother online said, they cut down the opportunities out and mask it behind whatever reason they can to pluck it out of nowhere. That's true, man.
It's a fact.
This was the opportunity. It's a good opportunity, man, that little kids needed, man. But they don't want you to get that money, man. They want you back on them roadsides, man. So they can lock you back up, man.
Listen, bro, when One Day was made, so much people's talents were shown throughout that movie. You understand what I'm saying? There's Lady Leisha's a big example, but bar Lady Leisha, there's other rappers that was in that movie, other people's actors.
No, rappers, the mans that I'll see around the ends every day, like yo, movie star.
Yeah, of course. But I'm saying that the talents that they had, it didn't get explored no longer because of the boycott, and it made them lose passion. Do you know what I mean? You feel me? And and it's sad. I feel like it was sad.
How did you end up working in that production? Like what happened? Just was it like was it some youth operational? Like
with One Day.
One Day.
All right, cool. I'll tell you the story. So basically, D-Boy, who's Flash in the movie, So he used to always kind of big bro, little bro me when I was young and thought I was, just on this gang shit. You know what I'm saying? Running around, guns, nice, all of this shit. When I was living that kind of lifestyle, he used to always like be my big brother because he's a man who he'll more be shotting and making money than gang banging. So he used to always be telling me, get on this money thing and stop my head. Oh, shut up, bro, whatever. So obviously now he must have met Penny, and him and his dad and Penny was talking about the script for the movie, this and that. So they must have got it finalized and whatever. And they must have been looking for actors. And I was walking down the road in Handsworth one day, and I must have been rapping because I've always been rapping. You know me, fam, from school. I've always been rapping. So I was walking down the road, rapping to myself. And he's like, yo, come rap for this woman, rare. So I'm looking at her. I'm saying, yo, fam, she's police. She's, you know what I'm saying? She's looking at SIDS and that. I'm saying, yo, she's idea and that. He's laughing. He's like, no. She's a producer, rare. So I'm gassing. What producer? You know how we are, Handsworth. What producer? So I started rapping for her. And she's like, oh my gosh, this guy is like really good. He's like really good and he's got a good personality. Come for an audition. She was like, come for an audition. So I went for an audition the next day and it was history from there, bro. She fell in love with me, basically. It was history from there. And me and Penny has got I haven't spoken to her for a while, but we've always had a great relationship, bro. She did a lot for me, You know what I mean?
Okay, so that's good then. So basically, like, you know what I mean, we spoke about how, the police squash you making, not you, everyone in their money, which I'm against, man.
Yeah.
Which we teach at the ISUPK. Everything that we go through is their fault, man. Is the white man's fault, man. The white man always tries to squash what we're doing, try to stop from us making money, stop us from progressing, and then looks at us and say, look, the animals. When we try to make something big, they crush it, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get that, bro. But but you see me.
I know you're gonna say, nah, it's not them. But at the same time,
no, I'm not gonna say it's not them. They're a part. They're a part of the destruction.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? But our own worst enemy is ourselves.
That's true. But the reason is because of our oppressors, man. They tell us that we're nobody. So we imagine this year. Imagine like what we said before. Imagine a black man can forget slavery. Oh, I was in the past, man.
Yeah.
But can't forgive his own dad, man. So here it is. You got all this forgiveness. You got it. You can forgive the slavery, the raping, the castrating, the killing. But your own daddy made mistakes, man. Listen, we're gonna make them same mistakes our dad made, man. Because we're meant to. We're gonna do things like that, and we can't do it. And Christianity is to blame.
I don't play them games, my guy. Me and you, yeah. And this is why you've always loved me, because I'm an opinion. Look, we always gonna have different opinions. I respect your opinion, but I don't have to agree with it. The same way you don't have to agree with mine. And you see as a man and as a black man, you see when you reach a certain age and you possess a certain amount of knowledge, and no man wants to call themselves stupid, But you see, if you're not moving right, then certain actions that you do are stupid, and it just is what it is. You either accept that you're moving stupid or you don't. That's man shit. And let me show you something. If you're not there for your kids and you're not playing the right role that you're supposed to be in your children's life, it's your own fault.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying.
You understand?
But
it was my dad's fault why I haven't got a great relationship with him.
Yeah.
Not the white man's. You understand? Not my mom's, not society's, but his. And it's for him, before he dies, to right that wrong. If it's going to make him feel better, it doesn't have to, because regardless, I'm going to live. When I needed him, he wasn't there. I'm a grown man now. I don't need him anymore.
That's true.
You understand what you get what I'm saying? No, you get what I'm saying, though.
We got to keep this mud because every time me and YT get to debate,
Yeah, come on, bro. I'm just telling you the real.
I'm telling you the real. It's rowdy.
No, I'm just saying,
two Caribbean man.
As a man, you have to be accountable for your own actions.
I hear that. So why? Don't have to go in depth. Why wasn't that there for you, man? The why? Tell me from what you know why.
Why weren't he there for me?
Because a lot of people say, "Oh, my dad went there because he was on drugs or he was this, was that."
Yeah.
And again, you know what I mean? You can blame the white man for that, man. Who put drugs in our neighbors in the first place? Who separated our house in the first place, man? And when you can see the real enemy, then you can say, you know what? My dad is a victim, man.
Now,
what's it? You can say, you know what? I thought my dad was the enemy. I thought it was the enemy, so evil, and this. That's what sight told me. But you know what? Is a victim. He's a man that got caught up in their drugs. I'm not saying he was in drugs. He's a man that got caught up in their system. He's a man that got caught up in, didn't get a good job, so had to sell drugs and whatnot. He's a victim in this, man. And why can't we just see the real enemy?
Bro. My dad's alive and well.
Yeah.
My dad's alive and well. 10 toes and 10 feet. From when you can still use your male bits, blood, and be mashing this woman and that woman, that woman, and be creating more children, you can't tell me that you can't be there for them. I've got siblings, bro, that are younger than me. So if my dad is still making children, but you're not taking care of the ones that you've already got, how are you helping yourself? How are you seeing better? You understand what I'm saying? How can you then look at yourself as a man and say, wow, this is society's fault why I'm like this? When are you going to start taking accountability for your own actions as a man and your own actions as a person? I'm faced with a whole heap of shit in my life. I'm faced with me still wanting to go on the road and do people things because people are trying to chat shit on my name and trying to draw me out because I've stopped gangbanging and doing certain negative things. I want to progress in my life and I got shit holding me there, but I'm still there for my son. I have my son for 4 days a week. You understand what I'm saying? Monday all the way to Thursday, and I'm there for my son so much more because my dad wasn't there for me.
Look at that. So let me tell you something, yeah? Hold that point. We're going to go for a quick 5-minute commercial break here. We'll be right back. Hold that point.
Come on, let's go.
So we're on about man and their fathers, right? All right.
Yeah, come on, let's go. You know the vibe.
No sweat that.
Practice what you preach, but if I preach what I practice, that ain't no life to promote. I pray that the music team works out for the best car, man's getting tired of the road. And no one cares if you spent 1 file when you crack it. John is the price of a fall, and John is the price of a tax. A better life in the flesh. See how.
Let's go. I'm surrounded by some real niggas. Let's go. I said I need this Draco undefeated. I'm blocking, then I'm bleeding.
I'm just incriminating my own self. Just no intimidation won't help. Whoa.
Back then I was a +4. You never used to rate me. Now I make +4 when I walk through the door. Man, I love it when they pay me, but tonight I'm getting wavy. None of my ups can faze me. My big bag thick girl, she faced me. And so like, who's this? Lazy taking a piss. I like energy, ice and Hennessy. I can never be a +4. Energy, ice and Hennessy. I can never be a +4. With a life like this and a price this big, I can never be a +4. Can never, ever.
Yo, look, swerving with the sweet one in the passy. 20 on the backseat. Eye for a night like Gandhi. Hitting moving handy while them brothers moving anti. Smiggles used to air me, now I'm really what they fancy. Lifestyle lush, make them brownings blush. I don't talk too much. Since I'm with them Germans, I don't walk too much. Is it lust or love? Cause I'm scared of trust. She don't have nobody, and I don't have nobody. But can I be your body? Cause I'm not just anybody. Gotta hit her in the lobby. Shooting be his hobby. Turn a brother to a zombie if he's effing with my posse. Oh snap, even had pictures in my old flat. Cold that, baby hold a pat, you can roll that. I feel to call you when I see you in my contacts. Always see you on my feet.
Remember back then I was a +4. You never used to rate me. Now I make +4 when I walk through the door. Man, I love it when they pay me, but tonight I'm getting wavy. None of my ups can faze me. My big bag thick girl, she faced me. And so like, who's this? Lazy taking a piss. I like energy, ice and Hennessy. I can never be a +4. Energy, ice and Hennessy. I can never be a +4. With a life like this and a price this big, I can never be a +4. Can never, ever.
Dream of a boss. Tell him some dream of a boss. Who we take for your girl get a call. Tell him some dream of a boss. Pray God. Tell him some dream of a boss. Tell him some dream of a boss. What? Good head and put on in me love. Tell him some dream of a boss. Pray God. Pull up a prospect with a new tech. Teach them a lesson like you tech. New intra tech, new dopey mech. Reach you on my ass, squeeze up your breast.
The Bread Cafe, Smedic, specializing in all-day Jamaican and English breakfasts, open from 7 a.m. till 2:30 p.m. Monday to Saturday. Telephone orders and delivery service available. Eat in or take away. All food is prepared daily. When you wake up and want a filling breakfast but can't be bothered to make it yourself, why not come to Bread? Because breakfast is the most important meal of the day. The Bread Cafe, Smedic. Check out the menu. Check out the menu.
All right, we're back. Oh, Shalom, so you how about?
Hey, yeah, what's going on, Hakim?
So I was moving a bit.
I need to learn this shit, bro.
What's going on, brother?
No way, man. You come to ISBK.
Yo,
yeah, man. How
you guy?
You come to UPK, you didn't order Hebrew, man. Are you doing that? You're good.
I'm good in the hood, man. Come on.
Guys, so we're back on the ends. You know, we're here with YT, Captain Mashot, the Walla, the Warhead. Come a little bit, man. That's a camera a little bit. You know, man, make sure you contact 079 607 46784. 079 607 46784. We're here with YT, Captain Mashot, Mayam, the Warhead.
Let's go.
Karafi, it could, whoever in the room with you, let them move the tripod back a little bit so the screen, your side gonna be wider.
Color one.
You know what I mean? That way you're gonna squeeze up together so much.
No, so you can.
Yeah.
I'm there like this, you know. I'm taking this enough. So like,
listen, when you tell him come around, he's serious. Then when you tell him come a little more, see how
I'm found the vibes myself, my guy. Come on, let's go. You feel me?
So before we left for break, we're talking about boom, fathers not being there for their children. So I was saying that, like, basically, our oppressor is to blame. You know, me and YT have this debate all the time. Well, not all the time, but me and YT always gets heated, man. Two Benjamites, boom, the shouting and so forth. Now it's all love. But you know, he says otherwise. Nah, it's the black man's fault. So it's like
I don't think it's the black man's fault.
The man's fault.
No, I believe in accountability. There's a difference between faulting somebody for their actions and then telling somebody that they should be educated to a point where they understand that they need to implement the right way for doing so many years of wrong.
Okay. So, do you believe that our oppressors have anything to blame in this at all?
Of course, our oppressors have things to blame. But as I says, you what you believe in and your faith is about bringing back the old tradition and the old ways and the prosperity of black people.
That's correct. Yeah.
You understand? Now, my dad is a very smart man. If I sit down and listen to my dad talk, he shocks me by his wisdom. So if you know so much, how come you're not doing the same? And that's what pisses me off.
All right, Saki, so you want to chime in there?
No, I listened to what he's saying because even before the break, I listened to the last piece he was talking there, and that's what I was getting from what he was saying. Like, it may have come across as if he was blaming black fathers, but that's not what he was saying. I think he was more on the tip of personal accountability. You know, you see the problem. It's like coming in a room and there's dog shit on the ground and everybody stepping over it.
All right, then.
You know what I mean? So I get that part of it, and that part is extremely valid. But then there's another part of it that's systematic or systemic, whichever word it is the correct one.
Definitely.
You know, we operate in a frame, and because of the type of people we are as a culture, as Black, Hispanic, and Native people, we are really sheep. We follow trends and what we see and what we think is popular and what's trending for today.
Right.
And because of that, it's very hard for us to now pull ourselves up. We need to be led, right? Like that's, as a people, that's how we are. That's why we value community leaders or sports players or artists versus other nations. They have artists and athletes and, singers, but they don't look to them. The Chinese man don't look to Yao Ming to change China.
Yeah, that's
you know what I'm saying? Black people will look to Bounty Killer to change Jamaica. They're gonna look to, KB or Mist to help, the youth. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's a fact.
We as a people are led. So now our problems, even though you were absolutely right, there is personal responsibility that has to be put on shoulders. That's straight up and down. You can't get away from that. At the same time, understanding who we are and the people who are over the top of us. It's not at all always easy for Black men to make those type of changes.
Of course, sorry to cut you, my brother.
No, go
ahead. And this is what I'm saying. And hearing how you broke that down and the intellect you used to break that down shows me that your mindset is at a level where you can understand the other side of this thing. Now, what I've always tried to do was to be a voice for the youth that don't understand and can't comprehend what me and you are both speaking about. You understand? So it's like when I'm telling the youth, then why their dads have so many different baby moms, and I tell them, wow, in slavery they used to take the Black man away from the family home and use him to breed a lot of other women and to create more slaves. And that's systematically stuck within the Black culture to where Black men don't know how to stay at home with their one woman. They're used to going out and looking for other women to have sex and breed up. You understand what I'm saying? Now, me giving them that explanation, is that gonna, be like, all right, okay, now I understand that then. I'm gonna be nice to my dad for not being there for me.
I can't say, because okay, each while overall our experience in oppression is similar, each person's experience in their household is different. So you may have some children that might understand it, and then you'll have some children that would be like, what is he talking about?
Yeah,
that reject it. But it's an explanation, but it's still not the solution.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like it's one explanation. It's one explanation, and that's we were used in that manner because we were seen as cattle. And today, that still happens. We still sold sexually like that. Our actors are sold like that. Our women are sold like that. When I say sold, meaning marketed.
Right, correct.
Like they market our people like that. Like Steph London. What's the other one from? The other one who was talking about a few weeks ago.
La Familia
Farah. Oh my God, brother. That is a terrorist to the eyesight. That's sexual assault on my eye. I'm trying to be a good young brother. I'm trying to be righteous. And no.
We see it, we know.
Exactly. No, we know as people that shouldn't go on.
Yeah.
But the system that she is allowed to thrive in will pay her and encourage her.
Oh, that is
anybody who talk against her will be seen as an enemy. So now, go ahead.
And then when it comes into the people, I don't want to say not woke, but the people who have yet to realize what woke is.
Right.
You cannot tell them, if you're not paying their bills, there's nothing on this God green earth that you can tell them that they're doing wrong.
Exactly. So now, with that said, from before and now, in society, it's harder for men to get earning power.
Yeah.
More women have, paying jobs or regular jobs than more brothers. And that's, a myriad of facts. That's, just fear of black men, incarceration of black men.
Oh, God.
And then, they want women because women are more passive in their office spaces. So certain things they would be able to do to women they can't do to men. So if I don't have earning power and I'm in the house and I have children and I'm telling her, you not dressing like that tonight, what's the reaction?
You getting a frown up face. you getting the door slam behind you.
That's if she in a good mood. If she not in a good mood, is nigga, you ain't telling me shit. You know, blah 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 blah. F you. I was F'ing your friends anyway. You ain't shit.
That's a fucking fact. That is a fact.
And who's standing by the door listening to that? Your children.
If
you a man, you're not going to sit there and take it. Now, you can't jump on her, which is the initial reaction. You want to go on, you want to shut this up.
Yeah.
You ain't going to do it.
Yeah.
Start arguing back, but now she going to start to advance physically and call the cops. Now you get domestic charge. Yeah. So what's your option? Stay there and cower down and hide your nuts in front of your children? Or leave and protect your manhood?
You leave and protect your manhood, but... You understand what you're running
I'm saying. I ain't saying that it's right or ideal, I'm just saying that's the choices a man have.
Yeah.
So now we have generations of that. It ain't start with your father or my father or karate father. This is from before. This is from just pre-civil rights, where you had the civil rights movement and you had the women's liberation movement.
Yeah.
Woman was empowered with certain things.
Yeah, of course.
First, they tried to say, if you don't have the man in the house, the government will give you help. And over time, they start feeding her, you don't need that man. Because women was still taking the government's assistance and still keeping the brother. Still had him coming in. But after a while, I don't need, what have you done for me lately? I don't want no scrubs.
Yeah.
Start feeding a woman that, so now you are enemy in your own house.
Yes.
A brother without a society that fights against that, you're an individual. And each man, his decision is, do I just stay in here and shut my mouth and do what she say and watch other men run up in my woman? Or do I just leave? Because I'm a man at the end of the day, man. I'm going to try to make it up to them kids. You understand? That's what, so I understand what you're saying, it's personal responsibility, and that's true. Yeah. But we operating in a system that's designed to destroy our families.
Of course.
You know what I mean? Like we attacked on all sides. Our women are being attacked through the media, through the TV, the commercials, music, all the music every single day sings to a woman. How beautiful she is, how I can do it better than he can. I can't help but wait. It's always songs about
ladies.
Your man is too hard, so I can be better than him. Come deal with me. Then your children is watching TV that shows white children in a better light than themselves. So they're growing up with a self-hatred, and then every villain in every movie is dark or black. So now you walk in the room telling your woman, which is their mother, don't wear this, don't wear that, close your mouth, don't talk so loud. You looking like the villain.
That's right.
That's a fact.
You understand? So like our children, we don't even know we're being programmed to hate black men. We don't even know we're programmed to hate black masculinity. So now you're going to have generations growing up, like how Mayweather say, he hates his father. His father never hung out with him. He didn't do this. He didn't do that. Michael Jackson, they try to crucify his father, saying he was abusive. When the black men are operating within a certain framework, and for the most part, they did the best they could. It ain't perfect. It ain't ideal. But if you understand that, then now we could say, you know what? I can't be so close-minded on him.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Because, okay, I don't want to get into your personal business, You know what I mean? I never want to put you on the spot like that, but I did hear you talk about, you know, you had your
I'm an open book, my guy. You can no filter. You ask me anything, I'm open.
I appreciate that too, but you know, just out of respect, you know, I never want to put a man on the spot like that. You know what I mean? Just out of respect. But I know I heard you say, all right, you have your son 4 days a week, and you know, which means it's like an arrangement you have with his mother, right?
All right. So basically, I feel like when it comes to that now, I feel like I made that arrangement happen. You understand what I'm saying? I feel like when me and my son's mom broke up, I told her that I am not gonna be a weekend father. You're not gonna make me be a weekend dad. When I am a black man who's fully willing to be a full-time father to my son. You understand? And especially coming from a place where I didn't have that myself. So it was embedded in me to be that man. And I created that to where it comes to a point where it can't be any other way, even if she wanted it. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Like even to say she wanted to be with somebody else and start a new life. I'm so embedded into my son's life to where she would have to do that away from that family unit of my son, because I'm fully there as a man. Now I see a lot of black men my age that have their kids and love their kids, you know, but there's another man living in the household, and they have to accept that. They have to accept that they're telling another man good night before they go to bed.
That's most of us.
But that's not going to be my reality though, because of the way that I set it though.
But not that fortunate as you. Many of us, a lot of men, have to stomach the fact that their child got to see another man with their mom at nighttime, and they can't even.
Okay, but even in that, right? We skip over something that was real important that he said. Like you went to the children, and that's like a symptom of the real problem. Like a symptom. That's not the real problem. Like coughing is the symptom of the cold. You had to go to the cold, the root. You said that you told your son's mother that you are not going to make me a weekend father.
Yes.
So, but you identified the source of the weakness.
Oh, right. Now, this is why I like this man, you know. You're smart. Come
on.
Listen, it's smart. No, it's intelligent, bro. And this is what I mean. You have to identify the source from early and nip it in the bud from then. Because if you expect that weekend stuff to be a standard, then you're implementing that subliminally without saying nothing.
No, listen, and this is the thing here. You identified it just talking and honestly identified it. Yeah. But now earlier on, you did say your generation was not the inside, not watching TV, not doing everything.
Yeah.
You're more outside interacting with people. Now, for the generation that did watch TV, what is TV telling them the right, a strong man, a gentleman? What does he do with his woman?
The television.
What does the TV and the radio and the Christian preacher and society say a man should do?
They give her the reins.
You understand the problem?
The
now, what you did was right, and it was good.
Yeah.
But everybody has that advantage or lack of influence. So you know, for the men who go through it, it takes tremendous strength for a man to challenge a woman.
Yeah, you're right.
Child in society.
Absolutely right. You're absolutely right. Because a lot of my cousins that has went through the same situation as me, what they said is when their baby mom was acting like that, what they done was they let them go. They let them go. And then when they tried to come back and 2-3 years later implement their self in their son's life or their daughter's life, it was too late because you didn't set that standard from the start. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm not saying it's the man's fault because of their decision. What I'm saying is, if you make a decision and say, you know what, I'm gonna let them go because I'm gonna let the woman you take the reins. When it comes to you trying to play that role in the future, it's never gonna be easy, ever.
That's true. It definitely is not going to be easy ever. But it's better to play that role in the future, and I'm gonna tell you why, right? I'm gonna tell you why first, and then I'm gonna show you it's in the Bible. It says it in the Bible to do that instead. Because if you try to play that role in that house with that woman, now, you know, some people might get offended. but society has trained black women to be a bitch.
That's
a
right.
straight up dragon with wings and breathing.
Oh my God.
And it's only because the Lord done blessed our woman with an immense tail, a perfect tail. Give the tail a hand. It's an outstanding tail that we put up with her being such a dragon.
Facts.
Now, with that said, right, if you have to play that role in that household under that dragon, your children would have experienced a lifetime of a weak man in their presence, and they would not respect you.
Okay.
Now, when you come back in their life 25 years later, they might have animosity.
Yeah.
They might have animosity that came from ignorance or misinformation.
Yeah. Or you not being there.
Oh, what I'm saying, you not being there, but they don't understand why. Because everybody knows when that child asks the parent, why daddy not here? She's saying because your daddy ain't shit.
Yeah, she's scorning him. She's scorning him.
She's going to narrate the picture, which is not true.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Now, when 25 years later, even though that grown child may have an animosity, that adult, when they meet that father, they're meeting a stranger.
Right.
And they don't have 20-something years of seeing a weak man cry in the shower.
Facts.
Yell.
Right.
Facts.
Tell her take the clothes off, and then she called Tyrone, and Tyrone come in the house and tell that man pass down. Them children know how to see that. So now he roll out, and he forms a relationship with that adult years later.
When they're old enough to make their own decisions.
And they're old enough to understand. And this is how the Lord works. It's so funny. You know, people meet people every day. People meet Uber drivers and make friends with them. It ain't hard to make friends with your father. But this is the kicker. By the time you're 25 or 30, whether you're a man or a woman, you have now gone through the same thing your father went through.
That's right.
Okay.
And now you and him could sit down and say, so what's going on? You know you have a son? Yeah, that's my grandson. So your house is mother, man. That bitch. And then you and your father now have a common evil woman. And not evil woman like she born evil, but she doesn't influenced by society so much, and now you're better able to understand.
Yeah, I get it. The facts.
You know what I mean? So it's now I understand brothers and sisters anger at their father not being around, but let me tell you what's even worse: to see him there and to see him not do anything. Like, it's better to grow up saying, man, if I had a father, XYZ would have happened. If I had a father, this would have happened. But imagine all that happened in your life that was horrible, whether it was drug dealing, stabbing for the sisters, rape,
and he was
there. And then you looking at him like, why you don't tell this bitch to shut up? Like, shut up, nigga. What? No, let me show you it in the Bible. Give me in the Apocrypha, Ecclesiasticus chapter 9. If you could. Right? Let me show you it in the Bible. All right? Ecclesiasticus, I believe is Ecclesiasticus chapter 9, where it says, don't teach a woman an evil lesson against you. 9 and 1.
9 and 1.
Yeah, 9, I believe it's chapter 9.
Let's go.
Khan, Ecclesiasticus 9 and 1. Be not jealous over the wife of thy bosom, and teach her not an evil lesson against thyself.
Right? So the scripture said, don't be jealous against the wife of your bosom, and don't teach her an evil lesson against yourself. Meaning what? The wife of your bosom is this girl you met when you was 14, 15, 16, and you all grow up. And now you're married. You start having sex, you're married. He's saying, don't be jealous over her, meaning what? Don't not tell her the right thing because you think she gonna leave or you think she gonna act out. That's you jealous over her. Don't be jealous over her. Read this again.
Come on. Be not jealous over the wife of thy bosom, and teach her not an evil lesson against thyself.
Right? And teach her not an evil lesson against you. When a man stays and takes it the first time, he has taught her how to tame him, how to run his head, how to be in charge.
That's right.
Now, if she starts arguing and he starts arguing back and never touches her and corrects the hell out of her, he teaches her a good lesson. Now she learns the next time she open her mouth, we're going to be arguing all night. We're going to be arguing all night, and I'm going to run this house, and these children is mine, and X, Y, Z. No. That's how it is in Israelite school or UPK. Our society as people, we don't have that because we grew up under oppression. Our religious standards and reasons are different. You get the point? So now, to fully understand it, we had to fully get unplugged from this society. Okay. Now, in that transition, we have to appeal to our people to be very merciful with each other because of the ignorance of the oppression from this white man. You understand? This white man who we call openly the devil that the Bible speaks of, that's what he is. Devil doesn't mean a man with a pitchfork and horns. It means deceiver, somebody who lies. And this white man has deceived us so much that women don't think a man should run the house. Women think if a man don't have money, it makes him less of a man. Where is that?
That's right.
Women think she could have sex with 10 different people before 25, but the 11th nigga, if he buy a ring and a wedding dress, he's her husband. When sex is marriage.
I say the moral make the man, not the money.
Listen, this is what I say. If you stand to pee, nigga, you're a man. You know what I mean? Not you, nigga, but a man. You're
literally, guys.
That's it. You're a man. No, a strong man or a weak man is the moral you're talking about. The morals you live by, the code you live by.
Yeah,
but money don't make the man. If money make the man, then sisters, you're a whore. Because only whores rate people based on money. You get the point? Because if you have more money, that means that you could do things for me or I'll do things for you.
And really, a relationship is supposed to be about you two building each other.
Exactly. It's supposed to be about that. Another thing, this white man we live under, he told us, correct, you find in there for me where it says, don't give your spirit over to a light woman. And it says something in there about not staying because of the children. It's in the Apocrypha.
And what does it mean by light woman?
A light, okay, you should think the opposite. If you say, man, that was heavy, or it was heavy what he said.
No, I'd say that because my baby mom's light skin.
Nah, it ain't talking about that. It ain't talking about that. It ain't talking about that.
We like chocolate and caramel.
Listen, Bushu say he loved the browning and the other one. Yeah, he loved both of them. They all get played here. Yeah, I mean, all 12 tribes.
We love 50 Shades of Chocolate.
Listen, man, that's it. Yeah, that's what it is. We're talking about. Like, it ain't talking about light skin. It's talking about light in terms of like people say she's shallow. She don't have no depth to her. She easy.
Okay.
Light meaning like she light meaning you put her on the table. If the breeze blows, she going with the breeze.
Okay.
She ain't heavy. She ain't heavy meaning.
Most of these girls are light these days.
Listen. Why are they light? That's what you gotta ask yourself. It's because of what's been pumped into our society. That's right. You understand? Now, self-accountability is good, but it could only go so far. You know what I mean? We could only be as accountable as we know. But if all we know is, La Familia, and I hate to put it on her because she's a victim.
Read what you're gonna read. Read what you're gonna read because I want to hit you with a question.
Go ahead. No sweat. Go ahead, Karaf. You find it?
Come on, cancer. Ecclesiasticus 7:26. Hast thou a wife after thy mind? Forsake her not, but give not thyself over to a light woman.
Right? If you have a wife after your mind, meaning she's down for you, she rolling with you, don't forsake her. And that's sometimes in our society that happens with brothers because we get pumped so much into appreciating a slut. You understand? We don't like the good girl. The good girl who doing everything, she boring. Right? And conscience say that we don't want a boring girl. No, good girl. I forget the name of it. But there's a song about good girls don't get no play.
Yeah.
Right? You don't want no good girl. The scripture says, forsake her not, but don't give yourself over to a light woman. Because a light woman, the first do talk to her, she gone. As soon as pressure hit, as soon as the first paycheck late, the first time they cut the lights, she gone. You want a woman that in the middle of winter, she puts the blanket around you more and gets closer and say, don't worry, we're going to keep each other warm.
That's right.
Building.
You know what I mean? In a dark house with no food. You want a woman who's going to be down with you in the mud. That's what you want, because he ain't going to be there forever.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. You ain't find the other one with the children. Okay, I'm gonna find it. It's in there where it talks about that, where staying for the children, being around for the sake of the children. It says don't do that. It says that in the Apocrypha. But let me get a question in the meantime, so we'll keep moving. You can find it after, all right?
So the question...
I say you could find it after. But it is Ecclesiasticus 9 or somewhere else there. Somebody just like, if Parasha, they let him Google it or something.
Call one concert.
All right. But yeah, go ahead, brother.
All right, so what I was going to ask you there, like, so you see, like, in this world that we're living in now, yeah, like, as a black nation, so you see, like, with the you see, like, going all the way back to the 80s and 90s and shit, yeah, you know, right. like the crack. Where are you from? VI?
No, I'm originally from Trinidad, but I'm living in DC right now.
Oh, you're Trini?
Yeah.
Okay, so you see, like, all right, so you see, like, the crack epidemic, the crack epidemic, and all of them things there,
right?
And where society is now in 2020, and the morals, you know what I mean? So you, as a person who believes in the faith that you believe in,
right?
Where you take a lot of your quotations and implements that you live your lifestyle from the biblical times,
right?
Do you feel frustrated by how the music that we generate to? What, like, I like drill, but I hate drill at the same time. Mm-hmm. You feel what I'm saying? I like drill because I'm a black man, and if the beat is good, I want to move my head. I'm a natural, but I know that this music is killing our race. I know that is done in our people. I know the truth. The truth behind it is, if we really look into it, all you are talking about is murder, kill. You talk about chef, but chef means stab. But can you even cook in the kitchen?
Right.
I don't. You understand what I'm saying? So you living by that old way, does it not frustrate you that you're in a living battle with your own peers? Probably some of your little cousins, that are listening to drill. Can your mentality and the knowledge that you know, does that tap into that? You see the way you like can tap into me because I'm willing to comprehend and listen to this. Don't you get frustrated that this drill movement and this society is so powerful that not even the knowledge that you guys are talking now can tap into their stuff?
Listen, what I'm gonna say is, okay, you think we ain't tapping in? We tapping all the way in.
That's right.
We tapping all the way in. I guarantee you. Okay, I guarantee you, brother. If you could get Nick Cannon in a room and Wiley, they would tell you, when the light switch first turned on in their head, was watching ISUPK say, we are the real Jews and the white man is the devil.
That's right.
I guarantee you that. ISUPK been doing this since 1969, long before the crack epidemic. And we've been saying it. The problem is our people are starved so much, the poverty. Once you take away somebody's ability to eat, they become an animal. Once you take away somebody's ability to provide for themselves and grow their own food, now they have to do whatever to survive. All them brothers who sing in drill and rap and gangster rap, they would sing about oppression if they could eat off of singing that.
That's right.
But the record producer is telling them, no, sing this.
That's right.
Take your clothes off and sing that.
Well, how can you? You're saying that's right. You're saying that's right. But how is that right when you're from the hood and these youths are really rolling with guns?
No.
So why? Wait. No, wait. Let me finish. I'm saying, how do you think that they could be rapping about oppression if they don't understand what oppression is?
No.
They're happy selling drugs.
What? 1 second. So I say, have you finished speaking, sir?
No, go ahead.
All right, what the other one's saying is this: speaking about oppression don't sell records. Rapping about oppression don't make money. But what does make money? Kill my brother, chef this brother, nank this brother, man, kill him. That's what makes money. Hence why they do that, because that makes money. What's again? La Familia speaking about wearing a long dress don't make money. Being a whore, having a short dress does make money.
That's not a traditional issue, though, my guy.
It is.
Okay, let me get what he's saying is, how do we get into that circle? That's what you're saying, right? Right. And I'm saying we already knocking on that door because we're known on what we say. You understand? Listen, HBO did a whole special on us 3 or 4 years ago when they did the Mark Duggan tape. That means what we saying is reaching to the high offices.
Oh, so basically, when you're giving information, then it's coming out into play. You understand what I'm saying? So basically, when you lot are talent, when you lot are giving out gems to the world and you're giving out information and this and that, it always ends up playing out into reality, whether it's negative or not.
Okay, what I'm saying is it's getting to those places.
Yeah.
These structures that are set up are not 10 years old. They're not 20 years old. These are institutions that are hundreds of years old. Breaking our society down to the very basics, turning us into animals, and then feeding, tossing a contract at somebody, tossing $1 million. So now you go anywhere right now, Handsworth, Erdington, Aston, you go anywhere around the ends and tell a brother, listen, I give you 50K right now if you sing a song about XYZ and killing this and selling drugs. He gonna do it.
That's how they rap anyway.
Okay, but what I'm saying is that's not how it always is, because
they rap like that anyway.
No, when you talk YT, use the mic, all right? So I want everybody to hear what you say.
Yeah. I'm saying they rap like that anyway. That's normal to them.
Okay, now it's normal. Rap wasn't always like that. You remember before NWA and gangster rap, Public Enemy was saying fight the power.
Oh yeah, that is a fact.
KRF-One was saying, over fear, white cup.
And Grandmaster Flash with the message.
The message. So that's what I'm saying. No, at that time, we had our problems, but we knew who the enemy was. And then the Jewish man came in and started paying more money and changing hip hop to gangster rap. That's right. Gangster rap didn't start off being like that. Just like even where your people from originally? What island?
Caribbean, but I know we're all from Africa though.
Okay, that's another topic.
Yeah, but I'm Jamaican descent.
But Jamaican, right? So now you know, long time dancehall and reggae was saying one thing.
Yeah, right.
Bun down Babylon.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Woman cover up yourself. Capleton say they start to advertise the woman like drinks on shelf.
Yeah.
And then you have the younger generation like Popcorn and Alkaline and Tommy Lee.
Daga in our throat.
Right? Like they bring in a whole. Say that again.
Daga in our throat.
You know what I mean? Now listen. They got accused of bringing in a whole new song.
Yeah.
To dancehall and reggae. But who paying them to bring that in?
So like I say, for me as well, it's that bad. Like they're paying for brothers to talk about guns so much that brothers who never bust a gun in their life even lie about it, man.
That's it. That's how bad the deceit is.
The whole thing about he ain't real. The whole 6ix9ine thing, he ain't a real G. Everybody wants that bag so much, they'll lie about it. They'll lie about hunger pains and this and shooting guns. That's because why? The white man's put out there, listen, I'm paying only for this type of music. To the point brothers are lying about it, man.
No, but why though?
Because they want
poverty sells. Our poverty is always sold. The American Gangster, the black crack epidemic it was a Hollywood movie.
Exactly.
Always sell.
So now
our despise sells.
So wait. Now, Whitey, if it sells, right, and I allow the music to get positive, could I sell American Gangster in 30 years?
No.
So then I have to make sure the music stays one way so I can make the 2060 version of American Gangster. I need to keep these niggas killing each other.
I.e. how when Nipsey Hussle was talking about this gangbanging shit, he was still alive. The moment he started doing music with Bloods and bringing other gangs together and talking about unity and Dr. Zebi and that, he's dead.
Somehow it's gone. So now
it's the same thing. As soon as you get to a point where unity and black power is your incentive, then you're getting wiped out.
No, let me ask you this. Right? That's one level of the conversation, right? Now, if drill and gangster rap and the new dancehall, if it's so destructive to black people or destructive to society, how come gospel is not saving people?
That's right.
Gospel.
Yeah.
People, it's so good.
I don't believe in God.
I get it. I get what I don't believe in gospel either. I think it's trash.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, people, and I'm not saying you. I understand the point you're making, but we had a preacher on here like the second or the third show we did, and the show was gospel versus drill.
Really?
Yeah, you got to go watch the show. It was a preacher from London, and he was talking about drill like it was so disgusting and it's so evil, and he doesn't even understand that when we allow the narrative of what is our culture to be demonized, we're actually demonizing the people. We're not demonizing the music, because if the music is so bad, it's easy to stop it. Tell the record executives, stop making music.
Yeah.
So sir, just like how they stopped your movie. It was simple as that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. You understand? So now, with that said, right? If it is that the drill and the gangster rap is so destructive, meaning it has power. If that type of music has power to make us do negative, how come gospel doesn't have power to make us do positive?
True. But me personally, my personal opinion is I think gospel is a part of the shaitan. This is my personal opinion. I think gospel is a white man's thing. I believe when my mom used to take me to church back in the day, and I used to go to church, and I used to look at my grandma, because my grandma's Jamaican, and
right.
And 90% of Caribbean women, when they reach over 50 and they go to church, they start crying. I don't know what sins they got on their shoulders, but they start I'm gonna keep it 100. I'm gonna keep it the tears that you see come out of their face, you're thinking, what have you you know
the amount of man that went up in there.
You know what I'm saying? Like the way they're balling, I'm like, what, Dad? Like, Grandma, what have you done? Like, you know what I mean? And then I look up into the window, and then I look at this picture that they've got of Jesus, this straight white with blonde hair, and I'm just like, I'm not about to sit in here and cry and talk about all my sins and pray to this white brother that looks like the doll out of Barbie and Ken. You know
exactly.
what I mean?
And listen, this is what I want to say. First off, I want to give you a hand for saying what you say. Give him a hand. Give him a strong hand. And I'm going to tell you why. He said gospel is Satan music, and I believe it's for the white man. Brother, you know we would get into fights on the street. I'm talking fisticuffs, women without knives, ready to stab us if we say.
Of course, what to the elderly black woman out here?
Listen, it's the truth. And that's what I'm saying. Now, if gospel is Satan music and gospel is of the white man, who is the devil? Now, the white man dropped bombs on Hiroshima and Nagasaki listening to gospel. The white man conquered America and brought slaves over and genocided the Native Indians, praising white Jesus. Let me see what else. The white man is deporting our grandmothers right now, Windrush generation, listening to gospel. God save the Queen. Why we ain't trying to stop gospel? Drill ain't making nobody deport nobody. Drill ain't making nobody enslave nobody. Listen, alkaline ain't make me want one bomb. One bomb. Bounty killer talking about kaboom, kaboom, boom, ha, all that.
Bang, bang.
Yeah.
Bang, bang.
I know my guy, like, you know what it is, my brother, like, and I know what he's saying, but like, if you knew Like, I'm not blaming drill, but I'm telling you, like, with what's going on now, I believe that drill music has a lot to, like, we need to help the youth because around the community that I'm living in, and you're in DC, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I know DC has been going through drug and gang violence, and the violence has been going on in DC. Goes back to the what's that big American movie where everyone was selling drugs with Mitch
Paid
and all
in
that.
full.
Paid in full goes all the way back to DC with Wayne and all of them. So, and I know
Wayne
about
Perry.
Wayne Perry. So I'm clued up to all of the things that go on around them kind of place. And it's like when you see what. No, I'm not blaming it, but what the music and I'm seeing the little kids dying in my community.
All right,
I'm seeing them dying.
Hold on. Let me finish.
Because this guy wants to do a drilling on that guy. Now, when I used to gangbang, when I was gangbanging, we still had gangbanging was organized. You understand? It was organized. It was a place where, as I said earlier, you could tell me the history of Burger Bar and Johnny's. You can tell me the history. You can tell me a story of how you think Burgers and Johnny's started. You can tell me a story on how you think it started and certain heads that were involved and this ends don't like that ends. And if you're from that area, you can't go around there. That it was organized because at least I know what if I stay in Handsworth, well, at least I know what if I stay in this area, even though they might come, I feel a little more safe because I know I can stay here. Now with this drill movement, your opposite gang can be on the other road in your ends. Now, if we was losing hella lives with the organized crime gangbanging back then, how is this drill thing now? If your up is on the next street to you, what kind of world is my son growing up in then?
No, let me ask him this, Karate. Hold your points, Karate. I ain't want to jump in. Hold your point.
Rank is everything, man.
That's like I like this talk. And you listen, I don't know if you're feeling the same thing. We end up in the same place with Zimbo.
Mm-hmm.
We end up in the same talk right here with Zimbo, and I believe is
Zimbo, brother.
Listen, man. I like that, brother. I want him to come back on the show.
We need both of them at the same time.
Listen, is an evolution of coming out of the world and getting to the point where you can really help with people. This I want to ask you a couple of things, but this is the first thing I want to ask you.
Mm-hmm.
When gang banging, when the old man who you used to be, when he was gang banging and was organized, what kind of music he was listening to?
Caribbean music.
Was it drill?
No.
That's no point. But he was still gang banging.
That's right. We were still gang banging. We were still gang banging.
I mean to come at you like that.
But we weren't gang banging in our own ends.
No, listen to what I'm saying. But hold on, I ain't finished. But my point is, that's the first point. The music has nothing to do with it.
Okay.
General Mahaiman said it well. I don't know if you know who General Mahaiman is. He's the second general in the school under command Johnny Han.
Okay.
He says it well. He said politics is a game between rats. Is a game that snakes play, that rats think they could play, but snakes eat the rats. In the game of politics, we are like mice.
Yeah.
While the older generation was gang banging and was organized, quote unquote, and yes, there was killing going on, but they had good reasons and they had a government and they had a code and they had to get a green light to go on somebody. Guess what our oppressor was doing? While we were killing each other, the ones who survived, he was building cases on those brothers.
Okay.
Today, most of those gang members are dead, locked up, or reformed, and they're Christian.
Yeah. Working for the white man.
Working for the white man. So who does this generation of drill music have to look up to? The music ain't the problem.
They're a lost generation.
The white man is the problem. They ain't lost. I like them. I love them. I listen to drill all the goddamn time. I listen. I came up there in 2016. The brothers Hookman, KB, Mist, Nines. Listen, I rock with them all. You know why I rock with them? Because that drill music is their pain.
But they're gonna kill each other. They're gonna murder each other.
But they're not murdering each other.
they're not going to be able to prosper because they're going to murder each other.
But they're not murdering each other because of drill, though. They're murdering each other because the white man is the devil. Because if we had the same opportunity that Prince Harry had to go overseas and fight wars and crash cars and get drunk and be a damn cokehead, we wouldn't be doing that. We don't have those opportunities. Them Pakis come across here and they got money and they got businesses. They choose the gang lifestyle. They didn't grow up in it. They choose it to try to be cool because we make it look cool. Because we're the special people of the earth. No matter where we go or what we do, we make things look good. But we don't have opportunities they have.
I agree with him.
Listen.
Nah,
go ahead.
You see what I love about him? He's a lion. I'm a lion. I've got my own opinion.
The wolf. So like he's a wolf, man.
You know, I'm gonna state my opinion. I'm gonna state my opinion regardless. Tell you why? Because I live this every day. So I'm gonna talk regardless. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
And what I feel like is we can give this. Listen, like we can give this opinion, you know, all day about what the white man has done and this and that. About what the white man has done and this and that. But let me show you something, bro. Let me be real with you. I've dreamt about I've dreamt about my death, you know. You understand? I've been faced with situations, blood, where I've nearly been shot. I've been stabbed many a times. Even since I've stopped gangbanging, I've been put in situations where people are trying to do me things because I've changed my life, and I still live in a gang-orientated area. So because I haven't moved out of that area, people are still trying to test me because of who I used to be. Now let me show you something. I've always seen my demise and my death from another black man. How sad is that?
Very.
How sad is that? So how can I sit here, blood, and I know the white man is the reason for this thing, but I know evil black guys that don't give a shit about what me, you, or big man over there saying. They're ignorant, they're stuck in their ways, and in their mind, we're chatting shit.
Right.
You understand that, bro? I see my demise coming from another black man. So I'm living in fear of my own people, let alone the white people.
Listen, what you say there is more proof to what I was just saying. That new generation of music is the pain. Alkaline say what you just said. He said, I've had dreams of my own death that make me appreciate life more. I've had dreams about my own life that makes me appreciate death more. The music we make, even though they pay us to say it, it's still reflective of our pain. Now, if we being attacked with the music and the influence and the flashing carrot in front of our face to make us think this is the better way, it's an attack. That's what it is. It's an attack on our community. Okay. If I'm able to tell this brother, the enemy is not the black man that look like you. He's not the one attacking you. It's this white man. Then nobody ain't gonna try to kill you no more. Okay. You have to know who your enemy is. The first rule of war is knowing we are at war. If we don't know we are at war, how can we even fight back? Those brothers who sing in those songs, they don't even know they're at war. We fight each other because we don't know there's a war being raged on us. We don't understand it. And earlier on, you had said it. You said when you're young, you're still figuring out your emotions and all you want is to get back and violent. But you was able to pull yourself out of that for whatever influence, whatever mercy the Lord had on you. The Lord had mercy on you and was able to do it.
You're right.
There's grown men who still have that mentality.
Facts.
And I have to know, through the Spirit of the Lord and the command in your hand, and these brothers over there, we had to go and stand up in the bull ring every Saturday and go down London every Saturday and scream to the top of our lungs, the white man is the devil. Because that's the most powerful thing that you can say that would make people say, what? How is he the devil? And then you start to run it down. Run it down, run it down, run it down, run it down. And you'd be like, you know what? That's right. No, we should change. But when we start attacking the music or attacking the culture without showing them who the enemy is, our people will take it personally, like you don't like me.
If we're murdering each other, right? We're murdering each other, right? Then we're talking about the white man. The white man is the devil. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
These same black youths that have something to cling on to appreciate violence. So if they're not gonna take their aggression out on each other, they're gonna start being like the guy who got arrested in town for stabbing up all these different white people.
No,
You understand what I'm trying to say? Like taking out their violence on the white man. So what about what about that?
Hey, listen, I ain't murdering no black men and I ain't murdering no white men.
But there are people out here
But
murdering.
that's what I'm saying. And Karate, that's why I say right now we are the same place Zimbo was at. Because Zimbo said the same thing you say. Zimbo said since he changed his life, it's like people want to try him more now.
It's a fact.
It's like now he couldn't,
Sorry, Zimbo said the same thing. He goes, it seems like now I change my life, man wanna come test me.
They don't want to test me more, but and me and Zim, I haven't spoken to Zim in a while, and we both got the same mind because we are living proof, blood, of people who used to live this shit, who's woke and still living around this shit, blood. We see what's going on, and my worst enemy is my own skin color, bro, right now.
Zimbo said the same thing. Listen, when you're done later tonight, go watch the Zimbo tape. Make sure you get the link. Okay. This is what you had to learn, right? And I had to learn it too. Life is black and white. There's no middle ground. Yeah. It's either you're up or you're down. You're hot or you're cold. You're in or you're out.
Yeah.
If you're not a part of that family anymore, which family are you a part of?
Freedom, blood, that's it, fam. Like,
no, but and that's what I had to ask Zimbo, and Zimbo was saying he doing something by himself. He trying, and I give him his props. He is doing stuff.
Yeah.
But one man doing it is not enough because
one man can't move a mountain.
The attack that came on you it wasn't done by Tony Blair. It wasn't done by Theresa May. It wasn't done by one man. It's a nation that attacked you. You need a nation to fight back. So now, this is what I'll say. I'll say to you the same thing I said to Zimbo. If you really want to see the solution, because what you expressed was, okay, let's say we stop them from killing each other. They're going to take their frustration out on white people. I'm saying no. I'm going to aim them at what they need to take their frustration out at. If you're tired of the streets, you're tired of going to jail, you're tired of coming home from Winston Green, you're tired of hearing your mother talk about you ain't shit just like your daddy, you're tired about if you're a woman and you're tired of your uncle coming in your room at night and all that bullshit, come to the ISUPK and learn how to go to war. Learn how to go to war. I don't want to kill white people. I want to sell their babies as slaves like their forefathers sold mine.
Yeah.
I want to take them out into the field and whip their back when the quota comes in low, just like they did mine. I have extreme rage. I ain't never put I never put a hand against a white man, but I have made them get down on their knees.
But how does hatred?
Hold on. I have a ton of rage. I've never harmed the hair on a white man's head, but I have made them get down on their knees and kiss my boots for what they did to my people. You come into the UPK, I could show you how to direct your rage righteously, brother.
I do that sometimes when I'm sleeping with the white girl, like I'll call them.
Listen. Listen.
They like it though.
Listen, hold on. I'm gonna tell you that. No, he's speaking honest. No, he's speaking honestly. Don't stop him because that's how. Hold on, that's how progress happens. He's speaking honest, and I have to thank him for what he's saying.
Remember, I'm not Israelite, man.
Cool.
No. Listen, I'm
listening.
Let him talk. Get the mic. Whitey, get the mic. Give me the mic.
Yo, do you see the twins? You seen the twins and them? They showed me about this Israelite movement, bro. And no, wait there, let me talk, man. Let me just show me about the Israelite movement. Let me show you something, bro. You see what they taught me, bro? It made me have a better understanding of black people and having something like, our black nation, bro. It's like a lost nation. You see, like Jamaicans, they have no heritage of anything past Jamaica, and I think it's really sad. You understand? So when I speak to people, bro, that know about cultures beyond that, beyond just being Jamaican, it intrigues me. But in the same time, bro, I am a man. I'm a black man that's not involved in this religion thing. So I'm going to give you that perspective. I can't give you your perspective. That's you. I can't give you an Israelite perspective.
You're right. Listen, Whitey, you're right. You're right. I listen, I ain't stopping you and I ain't faulting you and I ain't going to never, I ain't coming at you. You know where we stand on them devils. But listen, this is what I have to say though. You say you make them do it when you have sex with them.
Yeah, facts.
I don't have to have sex with them when they do it.
Why? But that means that's just like abuse then.
Wait, hold on, wait. Like, it sounds like you're feeling sorry for them.
No, I'm not feeling sorry. I'm just saying, yo, I might as well get something out of it.
Listen, we all come onto the world and done did stuff already that was less than, respectable.
Yeah, of course.
And that's, we should never touch these heathens, white, Chinese, African, East Indian, whatever. Right? Right now, you in that space where you gonna come along. I honestly believe you, Zimbo going for sure coming through.
My son's mom's half white though.
Give me your mic. Put the mic by your mouth.
My son's mom's half white, but I know you're gonna say because her dad's black, she's you are what your dad is, isn't it?
Yeah, that's it. You are what your father is. That your father carried the seed. The mother, life ain't come from her. Life comes from you. So she's black. She just light skinned.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So,
I fuck with that. Yeah, I get that.
You know what I mean? But with the heathens, I make them kiss my boots and everybody else's boots. And that is spirit of the Lord. And I ain't got to take off my clothes to get with her. And okay, this is what we don't understand too. We are
me sinning, but I sin all the time though.
No, it's all good. It's all good, correct. What I'm saying is that's why we need the UPK. Because, brother, if you only knew how valuable you are, you wouldn't let that dog touch you. If you only knew how valuable you are. Same thing for sisters. If sisters only knew how valuable they were. Like that's Serena Williams, brother. That Serena Williams is a doggone bitch in my book. Like to go lay down with a white man after your father ran from the South, fought the KKK literally, damn near wanted to lynch him. He ran from the South, came to California, taught you how to play tennis, that you dominated the world, and you go to turn that tail over to the exact opposite of your father.
It's a good tail too, sir.
That's a rotten tail. that apple got worms in it. Salakia. She gets no play up in here. But you're gonna come along, brother. You're gonna come along. I mean, I ain't the Lord. I can't punish you for whatever you're doing that's against the law. What I could do is try to enlighten you and help you along. You get what I'm saying? And you was right. You was right to say. You're not an Israelite, so you doing what you do, and that's fine. And that's why I say I ain't gonna come at you for it, but I will tell you that you shouldn't.
I'm here to take advice and here to be enlightened. You know what I'm trying to say?
And that's what I appreciate. I'm appreciating that part of it.
Respect is true. I love learning. I love getting people's perspectives and understanding. I'm not for our faith. I like to listen to all faiths.
Put in mic. Let me get your mic out.
I like to listen to all faiths and educate myself to see what I agree with. I used to listen to a lot of Khalid Muhammad. I used to believe a lot of speeches what Khalid Muhammad used to. I used to like he was like a father kind of figure to me.
Right.
Every time he spoke, it just felt like this strong, bald head, black man head, shiny, rare. But he's a Muslim.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And his beliefs are totally different to you lots, but what he's talking seems like wisdom to me.
Now, if you talk to brothers who was back in the days of Khalid Muhammad when UPK was on the streets, they would tell you him and Malcolm X used to stand up in front of UPK speaking, and they used to hear the white man is the devil. The white man is the devil is not in the Quran, but it is in the Bible.
Okay.
What they talk about him being the devil in Islam, they get that from us.
Okay.
So what I'm saying is, we all have them journeys that we come into the truth and wake up.
Mm-hmm.
I pray you and Zimbo and every brother like you all who used to be out there, and not only the brothers in the streets. There's good brothers in them churches too. Not everyone, but there's brothers who sitting in that church who's genuine, who really want to learn, and that preacher is just taking their money and lying.
Yeah.
I pray every brother who's searching for the truth and to serve God and to save their people come to the UPK. Because in here, brother, you're going to get taught. You're going to get taught discipline. You're going to have fathers who will correct you, will not let you go astray, and will build you up strong so you can go out there and pull the next brother out the mud.
Yeah.
Pull the next sister out the mud. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
So that's
I will out the brothers and lead everybody to the movement. With me, I just feel like I'm like Tupac or Biggie or something. I feel like I might die for this movement. You understand? I feel like I might die. Johnny could see me and be like, yo, that's YT from back in the day, shoot me in my face. I still live in this area. I haven't stopped gangbanging and left like North Man and gone to. I still live in Handsworth today. You understand what I'm saying? And
right.
I say in this, blood, I put myself in the belly of the beast just to show man that I don't believe in gangbanging. I don't believe in black on black crime. And I'm not gonna say it and run. I'm saying it in Handsworth. I'm saying it right here. I'm telling all of you black men that are gangbanging, stop grooming the kids, show them something different, teach them how to build themselves, and don't show them how to break themselves. And I'm not blaming you lot, but I'm showing you lot that if you're over 20 and you're over 30 and you're not being accountable and you're not helping the kids, then you're being a child yourself. You haven't grown up, you institutionalized yourself. And
listen, what you're saying there is right. And it's good you ain't going nowhere and run. You're trying to stay and help.
Yeah.
I would say two things. One, nobody can kill you unless the Lord wants you dead.
Yeah.
Now, if you're useful to the Lord, anybody trying to kill you will die themselves. That's in the Bible.
Facts.
Two, what you're saying there about telling the brothers don't groom the young men, you had to get them that they'll hear you and they'll agree with you. But at the end of the day, what's the alternative? If I stop this, what do I do? Yeah. That's what the UPK is. The UPK is the alternative. The UPK is the exit. The UPK is that right turn you've been looking for. Mm-hmm. The structure is in here. Mm-hmm. You're going to get counseling. You're going to get food. You're going to get, taught how to do everything. Mm-hmm. You're going to get everything cleaned up and straightened up to give you a right alternative where you could give your life for this thing. So now when you go into them, you have access to them, brothers. You're able to go to them and talk to them. What I would say, brother, honestly, and I ain't just saying this to sell the UPK or anything, but as a brother who have the same vision, I get the same vibe from you that I get from Zimbo, the same thing. You have a strong love for your people and you want to see better.
Definitely.
But the axe is getting frustrated because you are one man fighting against.
We're alone. We're alone. We're fighting the battle.
You're one man fighting against a system. Brother, come join the army. We roll over them. We flatten them. It's get down or lay down. One of the two. That's what you have to do. You have to come up in here and go through that whole change, that process. Yeah. And now when you come, it's not YT coming anymore. It's a man speaking on behalf of God.
Facts.
You understand? Now what are you going to do? Try to kill the Lord?
I hear you.
You understand? The Lord could bring a virus that just kills them alone.
Yeah.
The Lord could bring hail that just kills them alone, take them out. You get the point? And I'm not wishing that on any brother, but I'm just trying to show you.
I respect it.
For real warfare, you're going to need to go to get an ally that's stronger than your enemies.
Okay.
You understand? America did it when they was fighting against Britain. America could not beat England, so they went and get France.
You can't beat them, join them.
You understand? They went and get France.
Facts.
And that's how America was able to turn back Britain. And because France helped them, France went through depression after because they went bankrupt over help. Now, if we are going to fight against this white supremacist system, we're going to need somebody more powerful than the white man. There's nobody more powerful than him on the earth. We have to go outside of the earth to get that, which is the most high power. We have to join the Lord. And the Lord is going to give us everything we need to get our people out of hell and destroy this devil and give us him as slaves, brother. And I don't know about you, but I want some slaves. I tell the story all the time. I want to be able to walk in a barn a week after a devil done give birth to a baby and they cuddling the baby and playing with the baby and rip that baby from that white woman's arms. The last thing she feel is the lips pulling off her nipple. And I hold him by his foot and throw him over my horse and ride away. And she never sees that baby again. And people say that's cruel and I'm so evil. They did that to us.
Yeah.
That's what I want.
Yeah. I understand.
Now to get that, according to the Bible, I have to stop killing my brothers.
I don't agree with that, but I understand what you're saying. I don't agree. I don't agree with that though.
I'll take your slaves for you. I'll take your slaves for you.
Yeah.
I want if you know, like black people, not saying you, but black people who march in the streets for equal rights and justice. Well, if we have to be equal, I have to sell your babies like you sold mine.
I'm a businessman, you know. I get the statistics. Don't get it twisted. You know what I'm saying? Me casa, you casa, like I get it. You know what I'm saying? But it's just, I don't know, man. It's just, you know, I'm maternal. I know the devastation of taking a youth away from its parent. Me just seeing that, like I eat meat, but I can't watch a goat getting killed. I'm a hypocrite.
Listen,
you know,
you're not a hypocrite. You're not a hypocrite. That's and I'm not calling you this, but that's Christianity. That's what Christianity does to us.
Okay.
That's we all grow up like that. Like we eat, we enjoy fried chicken.
Yeah.
But to see a chicken get the neck slit and it beaten up is traumatic.
I don't like it. Yeah.
That's Christian though. That's and really, that's how life is.
Yeah.
Like in order for the Queen to sit on that throne in Buckingham Palace, in order for you know, what was the one who married Meghan Markle? What's her name? What's his name?
Harry. Prince Harry.
In order for Harry to go marry Markle, black brothers in hands would have to kill each other. Just like in order for you to eat, that chicken had to die.
Yeah.
In order for them to remain the queen and God bless the queen and you know whatever. What was the other one? Britain rules over the seas and never slaves.
Yeah.
Britain rules the waves is called.
Britain rules the waves and we'll never slaves. In order for that to happen, people in Irvington have to stab each other. Knife crime in London has to go on. Somebody has to die for somebody to live. For somebody to prosper, somebody has to be a slave. In order for this empire to continue, we have to still kill each other and we have to be slaves under them. If we want to be prosperous, if we want to stop killing each other, guess what? They have to stop killing each other.
True.
They have to become slaves. That's the balance of life. If we want equality, if we're talking about equality, they had to go pick cotton for 400 years.
I see you. I fucks with that. I believe it as well. I believe it as well.
Listen, next time you go down on the ends to talk to the brothers and them, take some of these brothers with you.
Yeah, man, I will 100%.
Take some of these brothers with you. You know why? Because black men and women, Hispanic men and women, Native Indian men and women, we so precious and we don't even know it.
That's a fact.
So valuable. We don't know it. But guess who knows it? The Jewish man who pays us to sing a song. Yeah. That Paki who played Mist to sing We Ain't the Same and Gangsta in the morning, Gangsta in the evening. He knows Mist value.
Yeah.
But people in Brum, they don't respect Mist. They don't fuck with Mist. Mist is a hero arc. You hear me?
Yeah.
I told the brothers, listen, the brothers told me Mist had a concert when I was up there. I was like, we is going. We went right down in Leicester there and stood right there and watched that brother perform on stage. Because I value black people's lives. Like, I value, even though they try to make us look like we're the worst. I don't care. I listen Bounty and Alkaline.
Cool, man.
You know what I mean? I ain't shutting nobody off.
Yeah.
I hate the whole old generation versus young generation bullshit. Ain't nobody saying the old white man and the young white man. It's always this young generation. Nah, that time part's done. So listen, if you don't want them slaves, I'll take them. Don't worry. I'll take them, sell them, and I'll give you the money. I'll give you the money. Listen, I'll go sell them babies and come and drop a bag for you.
Hey, send me the bag.
Listen, I was yo.
Wallace.
Yeah, come on.
All right, Shalom. So
man.
YT, thanks for coming through, man.
Anytime, bro. Anytime, man. You know what I'm saying?
Came through, man.
Don't forget to hit man up on the socials. You know what I'm saying? Snapchat, YTIZZLE, Instagram, YT_Miller. You know
It's been 9 years now, but make sure you watch the movie, man. One day, it's still a good movie. You know
what's the name of the movie, Art?
One Day.
One Day.
They didn't push it like they were supposed to because, you know, they went and blocked it, but, you know, nonetheless, still a good movie.
They did the same thing they do with Blue Story.
Yeah.
The blocked it, so it's a problem, and Meanwhile, they make movies with Sylvester Stallone, blowing up people, killing people.
And I'm gonna drop a little 16 before I go. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I was gonna ask for.
I bless you that with some bars. If you
I had to ask for it. Before you go to say thing again, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. What is this?
So the Snapchat is YTIZZLE. The Instagram is YT_Miller. The Facebook is YT Miller. And that's what we are now. So I'm gonna drop here
__ Miller MILLER.
Yeah, MILLER. Nah, I don't need no intro. You feel what I'm saying? This is YT. We don't need no intro. Right.
There's another one, Miller _YT. That ain't you.
Nah.
Okay. And then Facebook is the same thing. YT Miller.
Yeah, YT Miller.
All right.
Yeah. So we're gonna look. I threw some punches in my life. I think I'm Mike Tyson. It took a shot to get that green, though. I'm like Bison. A lot of brothers, they move sneaky. They're like pythons. How do we smoke? Rid your eyes. It makes my eyes whiten. The first talk about my son, it made my mind frightened. I now stand by that badge like I'm crime fighting. My flow is old school. It's something like I'm typewriting. My life's still a riddle in this bitch the way I'm piping. I'm still out here on the block, though. I'm night riding. I thought I was nothing like my dad. I guess I'm quite like him. Still too smart for my boots the way I'm Einsteining. I'm still smoking paper planes because I like gliding. I'm 10 toes down. I don't like sliding. I show my face to the world because I don't like hiding. I never had a father figure, no one to confide in. But now it kind of feels like me and greatness are colliding. I used to have it on me. Every day I was out there riding. I never tripped for bullshit because I was straight providing. They tried to bring me down and stop a man from trying. How could you clip a brother's wings and stop a man from flying? What's your life like? I want to be more. I've been through loads of ups and downs like a seesaw. My flow is dynamite. It blows like a C4. Let me tell you why these little kids are on the streets for. Why they're shooting guns. Why they're running from police for. Come take a walk with me. Nigga, take a detour. And this is real though. The world's in my palm. I say God bless and you say shalom. Come on.
Hey. In there, listen,
you know the vibes. Let's go.
I turn them on to some UPK music too, man. Like, listen, in here, whatever you was doing in the world, I was, on the right side. You could come in here and do the same thing. There's brothers in here making music, movies, sisters making clothes, jewelry. Like the nation you're looking for is right in here. Make sure he gets some of that UPK music. Send it for him too. Send him a card.
Yeah, man. I want to tune into all of that, man. You not send it to you, man. I tune into all of that.
It ain't no soft nut now. We come in here.
All right, then.
Aim hardcore to your chest. You know what I mean? Lyrics. You know what I mean? Same thing. You know what I mean?
I'm with it, bro. God bless you so, man. You know
man. I appreciate that. You too, brother. Lord of Law, I'll get to see you when I come up, all right?
Yeah, man. We'll link up, man. Love. God bless.
Definitely.
All right, Shalom, I'm going to go for a quick commercial, 2-3 minutes, and we'll be back. You know what I mean? Me, myself, Karafia, the executioner, and Captain Mashak Mayam in DC, the Wala, you get me? Soon come.
Remember back then I was a plus +4. You never used to rate me. Now I make +4 when I walk through the door. Man, I love it when they pay me. But tonight I'm getting wavy. None of my ups can faze me. My big batty girl, she faced me. And so like, who's this? Lazy taking a piss. I like energy, ice and Hennessy. I can never be a +4. Energy, ice and Hennessy. I can never be a +4. With a life like this and a price this big, I can never be a +4. I can never, ever be a
Look, swerving with the sweet one in the passy. 20 on the backseat. Eye for a night like Gandhi. Hitting moving handy while them brothers moving anti. Smiggles used to air me, now I'm really what they fancy. Lifestyle lush, make them brownings blush. I don't talk too much. Since I'm with them Germans, I don't walk too much. Is it lust or love? Cause I'm scared of trust. She don't have nobody and I don't have nobody, but can I be your body? Cause I'm not just anybody. Gotta hit her in the lobby. Shooting being his hobby. Turn a brother to a zombie if he's effing with my posse. Oh snap, even had pictures in my old flat. Cold that, baby hold a pat, you can roll that. I feel to call you when I see you in my contacts. Always see you on my
Remember
Facebook
back
and
then I was a
throwback.
+4. You never used to rate me. Now I make +4 when I walk through the door. Man, I love it when they pay me. But tonight I'm getting wavy. None of my ups can phase me. My big body girl, she face me. And so like who's this? Crazy taking a pic. I like energy, ice and Hennessy. I can never be a +44. Energy, ice and Hennessy. I can never be a +44. With a life like this and a price this big, I can never be a +44. Can never, ever, ever, ever.
Dream of a boss. Tell him some dream of a boss. Who we take for your girl get a call? Tell him some dream of a boss. Pray God. Tell him some dream of a boss. Tell him some dream of a boss. What? Good head and put on in me love. Tell him some dream of a boss. Pray God. Pull up a prospect with a new tech. Teach them a lesson like you tech. New intra tech, new dopey mech. Reach you on my ass, squeeze up your breast.
The Bread Cafe, Smevik, specializing in all-day Jamaican and English breakfasts, open from 7 a.m. till 2:30 p.m. Monday to Saturday. Telephone orders and delivery service available. Eat in or take away. All food is prepared daily. When you wake up and want a filling breakfast but can't be bothered to make it yourself, why not come to Bread? Because breakfast is the most important meal of the day. The Bread Cafe, Smevik. Check out the menu. Check out the menu.
Okay, shalom, shalom. We're back on the ends, you know what I mean? Me, myself, Officer Karafia, Captain Parasha here, the Lord's Horseman, Captain Mashak Mayum, the Warhead, the Warlord, you know what I mean? Level, you know what I mean? Also, as you saw in the advert, make sure you support Hard Mind and Body, man. You know what I mean? Some soaps here. We put the link down in the bottom. But also, make sure you support Costly Array, man. You want your neck blinging looking good with your tribe on it. You want your woman, your rib looking good, blinging good, you know what I mean? Make sure you jump in the chats, man. Jump in the comments. I'll put a link in the comment. 1 minute. I'll put a link in the comments so you can get your neck blinging, man. Support black businesses, man. You know what I mean? You heard Zimbo talk about supporting black businesses. We got to do that. And I should become the best black business in the face of the earth, man. Pay your tithes, support black businesses. So, you know, we're going to go through a few topics that's happening in the UK, all around. Bear with me 1 second. What's this right here? Wait. Why isn't that? Yeah, let me see what I'm going with this thing. Yeah.
Listen, mate, you have to do something with that Hamite music you're playing.
Nah, so lucky. The joke is it ain't, you know, it ain't Hamite music, sir.
I know it's a brother or whoever. He's a singer, but the music, music itself. If you notice, the everybody trying to put them Afro beats in the shit right now. Some of the dancehall they're going with that. Some of them soca songs and calypso they're going with that kind of African. Even Vegas making new music with that old Hamite beat, and they're doing them Hamite dance and yeah, I mean, soon, I mean, we're gonna lose it to them, you know.
No. So I will die before that happens, man.
Man, it happened already, and you're still alive.
Nah, so I'll go to the record companies, but I'll do a Wiley. I'll do something. I can't allow it. I can't allow it to happen, man.
Listen, we gotta get Wiley on the show. I ain't gonna lie. We gotta get Wiley up here.
Yo,
go down to Wiley and talk to Wiley.
Trust me, I lost respect for Wiley when he made a hammer beat him in a clash, man. But you know, that's
nah. Listen, you ain't know what had really happened in that shit. That could have been money by the Jew to give that Hamite a career.
So we're gonna go into what's his name, Sideman. So for anyone that don't know, Sideman's a brother from Birmingham, a comedian, not really that good, but you know, local guy doing his thing. The guy that we see locally and out the blue, boss man. He went to Charles Laugh, BBC, One Extra, and good for himself, man. And recently he left One Extra because the whole George Floyd incident. So Lakia,
I don't know. Did anybody ever find that verse with the not staying because of the children?
Come on, we got it, sir. It was Ecclesiasticus.
Yeah, just let me get there a little bit.
It was Ecclesiasticus 33 and verse 21. Ecclesiasticus 33 and 21. For better it is that thy children should seek to thee than thou shouldst stand to their courtesy.
Exactly. Like that's, I was looking for it, and that's an important scripture. That's the only reason I went back to it. I pray I had gotten it with you, brother. I wish I did. But it's better that that you not there and your children don't have to come find you, that you stay because of them. Like how people say, man, this marriage would have failed all the time, but we stayed for the kids. It's better in this situation. It's better that you just roll and they seek after you. If you going to serve the Lord and they, it's an issue. It's better for that. It's better they come to seek after you because you're gonna have to give up your masculinity to stay in that house, for the children. And they're going to grow up seeing a broken man. And when your children take to the streets and tearing up the streets is because they lost respect for men. So it's just better. Anybody who wanted it does it, right? Ecclesiasticus what? 33 and what? 7
and 19
and 19. All right.
Like I said, the next verse I said 21. Sorry, excuse me. Ecclesiasticus 33 and 21. So like
33 and 21. So what?
Right.
So what?
I like what you said was true, man. Like me, I respect my dad more than if I see me 20 years from today and he was strong and said Salaka Craft, I couldn't stay. You know what I mean? My balls were on the line. I had to leave, man. Me personally, I respect him. I go, you know what? I respect that. Because now my man, I get it. But I can't have no whimpers of father, man. So lucky. I couldn't do it. I stayed. Because,
it'll destroy you. It will destroy you as a child. Because a child is going to see one thing and then hear something else. It's going to destroy you. You know what I mean? So that was it. Let's get on to the other one now. That was a good one there. I want to eventually, hopefully COVID, ends so I could come across there for some time again and sit down with them brothers like in one room, him, Zimbo, you know what I mean, and sit down with them and whoever else and sit down and go through the whole. Even the preacher from London, because he a young brother too. I think he just fronting as a preacher.
So like I said, Boris knows what we got coming. And he's trying his best to block the board. Boris knows the warhead's coming. Listen, Boris learned from 2016. He's like, I ain't having that.
Boris, he being. I'm tired of Boris and his wetness.
Boris done saw the Algerian tape in Speaker's Corner. He's like,
he said he realized what's up. Listen, the Lord gonna take him out.
That's right, man. You know what I mean? Boris ain't too big to get got, man. But the most side, man. So luck ya. And frankly, I'm quite sick of seeing that haircut, man. So hopefully local hurried it up, man. But like I was saying, Sideman is a guy, you know what I mean? He recently left the BBC because he believes he said he had morals and he can't stand for this no more and the racism. And someone in the BBC said the N-word, so he's like, no, I'm not having that. So recently, Sideman made a post about MP meaning member of the parliament, David Vance. What David Vance said about black people. Well, what David Vance said about to Marcus Rashford. He's a 22-year-old black football player. So I'm gonna give you the backdrop. Marcus Rashford is a football player that gave some of his own money to help children get free meals in school to poor parents.
And pull up his picture because not everybody might know who he is. They might not know that that's him. They might know his name, but they don't know his face. Yeah, I mean, and there's a picture of him where they used him on the cover of some magazine recently, Vogue or something, because of his work, his charitable work.
You get Marcus Rashford. Wait a second. Yep, this is Marcus Rashford right here. The brother that you see here in the. He also has a Black Lives Matter on the back of his shirt. Usually, you have Rashford there, his surname there.
Right, and he's an Israelite, right? He ain't no Hamite.
Nah, sir, he's not, sir. That's the brother right here. So this brother was helping giving free meals to school kids, something that your politicians should be doing. What he's not doing. So David Vance, who's a member of the parliament, got upset about this, and this is what he wrote on Twitter in regards to Rashford giving free meals to children.
Right. You have a picture of the tweet?
I got a video actually, sir, if I can.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
Come on. Let me know if you're hearing it. So are you seeing Roadman right here? Sideman right here?
Sideman.
Come on. I'll play the video right now, sir.
Marcus Rashford has been campaigning for food for all young people, and this is what MP David Vance said to him. Hello, Marcus Rashford. Unfortunately, there is a disproportionate problem within the UK Afro-Caribbean community of black men abandoning their pregnant girlfriends never to be seen again. In order to understand your comment below, can you confirm if you have met your father? Reading this made me mad, bro. It made me feel like giving up for a second, man. It made tears come to my eyes at one point. And as well as people think I can put words together, I promise you, white allies that may be watching this, there are no words to describe how this makes me feel. I honestly feel like I'm where I'm not wanted, bro. Since the surge in the Black Lives Matter.
Hold on. Pull it back. He said, honestly, the white what?
He said, to my white allies, I got no words.
Allies.
God. I'll pull it back.
I told you, this dude here. This dude here, he's simple, like.
He's Christian. He's mad Christian. That's exactly what he is. He's mad Christian, man. He's mad Christian.
In order to understand your comment below, can you confirm if you have met your father? Reading this made me mad, bro. It made me feel like giving up for a second, man. It made tears come to my eyes at one point. And as well as people think I can put words together, I promise you, white allies that may be watching this, there are no words to describe how this makes me feel.
Honestly, a white ally.
I believe you think. He's saying, white people that may go to a Black Lives Matter march, or white people he's cool with, or white people went to college with. I think that's who he's referring to as his white allies.
An ally?
An ally is someone who is your friend in war, man. Someone from another group that's cool with, that you can link up with in war.
But in a war, if I have an ally, the person I'm fighting is going to fight the allies too.
That's right.
Ain't nobody fighting the white people.
That's right.
Ain't nobody cracking their head. Ain't nobody throwing them in jail. What we talking about?
This brother's Black Lives Matter conversations after George Floyd's untimely passing. The racist underbelly of this country has shown itself, from the Tommy Robinsons to UK government officials now. Everything in me just wants to just shout irrational abuse at David Vance in rage, but I can't do that because then I will be the aggressive black man. Whereas this man's response to a young black man that wants to feed children is, where is your dad? These burns, bro. Because Marcus wasn't making it a race thing, but it's like they feel like we've been getting way too uppity and lippy lately, and we need to pipe down and remember whose country this is. White people do not turn away from this. Look at it. Influencers that don't feel like they have any responsibility to say something, look at it. After you look at it, then you can turn away, but don't pretend that you don't see it. Don't pretend that you don't live in the same country I live in, where our leaders are allowed to say this to people of our community. Look at the comfortability, bro, in saying this and feeling like there will be no repercussions. Imagine the things he doesn't say. Imagine the things that they say amongst themselves. We have to keep fighting the fight, because I don't want future generations to feel like I feel now, because I feel sick, bro. This is the attack and disrespect we as a people have to receive. I can't tell anyone else what to do, but I'm going to keep talking, because I'm not going to be the one that's only me uncomfortable. White racists want to make us feel awkward and then have us feeling like we shouldn't kick up a fuss for fear of making it awkward for everyone else. All the awkwardness should just be ours. Now, David Vance and anyone standing beside him, before him, or behind him, what that man said is racist. It's emotionally unintelligent, and you wouldn't like it if I were to say, yeah, your dad might have been there, but he brought up a racist. So I mean, how much was his presence worth really? While Marcus wants to feed kids, loads of UMPs just want to feel kids. You should mind how you throw stones from your glass houses.
Salakia. That is, boy. Okay.
Sorry.
Okay. What that devil said to Rashford was heinous. But this side man's response, I don't know.
See, Sideman's a black man who got his heart broken. He's a black man that put his trust in the system and is hearing this. Says, like, oh my gosh, the people I love don't love me back. You feel me? Like, we know what kind of man we're dealing with. So we're like, okay, we don't expect nothing more from him. But it's like Rashford feeding children and David Vance's response got nothing to do with the other. So what I get from it basically is David Vance telling Rashford, listen, nigga, don't worry about political shit. You worry about who your father is, man. Imagine Rashford is feeding children and David Vance talking about, you know what, look at the real problem. You don't know who your father is. What's that got to do with feeding children? So the only thing I can think is saying, listen, look, nigga, don't worry about politicians doing their job. Don't worry about feeding kids. We do that. You worry about if your father's in the house. And the end of the tweet said, by the way, do you know who your father is? That's what I get from that. It's like
it's like if I can add on to that and to show how racist that is as well. You know what I mean? He doesn't just feed black kids. He's feeding just the kids. So why are you mentioning about, well, in the black household, many of them don't know who the dads are when, you know what I mean? To be fair, race didn't have anything to even do with what he was even doing.
Right.
So basically what he's trying to show to me is, look, man, you know what I mean? Let me do my job and you just find out who your dad is. You know what I mean? And that's how he's kind of attacking him. Basically.
No. Did Rashford say anything about politicians or?
On the tweet, Rashford is feeding children. He's feeding children. And politicians came at him. Nothing. I can't even piece the two together. I don't know where it's going with this. It came, and you notice it said in the Afro-Caribbean community. It didn't say African.
He didn't say African.
You notice that, yeah? He's letting you know his beef is with us. And it's always been that way, man. For all the black brothers that want to say, oh, we're the same as Africans. Like, even YT earlier, you know what I mean? The brother don't know no better. He's saying, oh, yeah, we're all for Africa. We don't, man. Like, even the white man knows, even our oppressor knows that, listen, we are a different set of people. You know what I mean? You can ask the Africans who the dad is, and they'll tell you that they had a good upbringing, man. But we now, because the white man's a devil, we are oppressed. We ain't got our father around, man. And he knows that. That's why he said it in his tweet.
No, what's the name of this politician?
David Vance.
David Vance. And I need to find out. Is this the first time he ever made a racist statement?
Come on, first time I've ever heard of him. He's been quiet all these years, and now it has popped up with this. But they're saying how I think the far right. You know, let me double check.
Well, he is a Tory.
Come on, Khan. Conservative. Yeah, got him here, David Vance. Oh, she's from Ireland as well.
Okay, if I could too, I'm trying to look him up. I can't even get a picture of him. Now, what is the media saying about David Vance?
No one's really said anything. I know Twitter cut his account. Well, everyone put Twitter on the spot, and it's like, well, if you're gonna cut Wiley, you gotta cut David Vance. So just yesterday, they cut his Twitter, but no one's really been saying nothing. Sideman's the only man that came out against this. No one has said anything about David Vance's comments.
Okay, well then if nobody else said anything, then I had to give Sideman some props for being the only nigga to say something. However, he's still a dummy because he could have been saying it on BBC.
That's right.
He could have still been on BBC saying, this is why y'all should have never let that white woman say nigga on TV, because y'all opened the door for people like this to think it's okay to address black people like that. Like he should have never left. You understand? I have a hard time with him for that. I wish I could see him in person next time I'm up there, so I could tell him how much of a stupid mistake that was to leave. Like he should have stayed there and gave them hell every show.
That's right.
Come on there with a big afro, Black Lives Matter. White supremacists are racist on the, you know what I mean? He should come on and black it up and talk about them like they're filth and make them pay. Now, he had to say this from some little podcast. If nobody don't know who Sideman is, they'll never see it. But he could have been on BBC going at what's his name? Vance what?
David Vance.
David Vance neck. He could have been doing that. You get what I'm saying?
Kind of one can. Charlemagne said the same thing. Charlemagne says that same thing. He could have, used his platform to speak against white supremacy, but he did the Christian thing and just, just leave silently, leave through the back door, don't start no problems, just leave good. When he could have started a ruckus, man.
Exactly. And now, okay, this is the other side. Rashford is in the world, right? He don't know no better, and he don't know the art of war. But now, if he knew who he was, he would say, "Oh, I don't know who my father is." Well, in that case, I'll only feed those black children who don't have fathers.
That's right.
And say it because of Vance, whatever what's his name?
David Vance.
David Vance. Because of David Vance, I'm no longer going to feed white children who didn't have fathers.
That's right.
I'm going to only feed black children with no fathers first because of David Vance. Now, if David Vance cares about, fathers so much, he can be a father to those white kids. Like that would be the real good chess move now. Because turn it on him to show how his racism takes away from his community. Because they make Wiley pay because they say he's quote unquote racist. So they take away stuff from him. They put him out there. Now they should be putting this David Vance or whatever his name is out there and making white society feel the brunt for his words. You get me? Like he should now be on BBC talking about the white woman who said nigger on TV, David Vance, and what's he called? Was he the president name, Prime Minister?
Boris Johnson.
Boris Johnson talking about it's time for us to no longer feel guilty for our past and all this wetness. Like he's calling for the racists to come out and just, yeah, we enslaved you, so what? Yeah, we sold your parents, so what? He's calling for that that tone or that current to be in society. That's what that statement he made is calling for. He says it's time for us to forget about our past and stop being ashamed of it. And that's why this old relic, he looked like a dead man. That old David Vance. I saw the picture of him. He's a relic. That's why he had the heart to come out and say what he had to say.
And he's an MP.
He's an MP. He's a member of parliament.
When the Bible says how those that rule over you should hate you, that's what you see right there, man. These men are the men we vote for and put in office and put into down the street, and we go to them and want more security cameras, want more police. And he thinks, oh, look at these niggas, man, with no father in the house, man. I can't stand them, man. Look, you're worried about my job. Don't worry about my job, nigga. Worry about your real problem. The real problem ain't school meals. Is that your father you don't even know who your father is, man. And David Rashford's father's a black man from St. Kitts, man. David Rashford knows who his father is, man. But he assumes that every Caribbean man don't know who their father is, man. And that's how racist these leaders are, man. And you want real leaders, you need to come to the ISUPK. We're the real leaders of black people, man. Don't beg no white man for free meals, man. We're the real leaders.
Exactly. Now you're right about that. What Rashford doing there is it's kind. You know what I mean? It's kind, it's righteous to do that and take your wealth and let poor people have something. But the thing is, he should be doing it only for us.
That's right.
He should only be doing it for us. I ain't never seen Steven Gerrard do nothing like that.
Never.
And he's England's, they boast about him like he's Captain America.
It's like I said, David Beckham, the holy David Beckham, the one who everyone praises.
Exactly.
When does he ever give anybody free meals, man?
I ain't never seen him do that.
It took a 22-year-old black man to do that. Marcus Rashford also learned sign language so he can communicate with deaf people, man. He did more for poor people than any politician has ever done. And that's why this devil's upset, man. That's why this devil is jealous and upset because his own people he don't love, man. And
exactly.
He's good. He's like, oh, well, do you know who your father is? The real problem ain't, us doing our job. is do you know who your father is, man? When Rashford's done more than any politician has ever done for anybody, let alone.
Did Rashford respond to him?
Let us, sir.
Okay, this Rashford, I seen him, all right? I know he's 22, but I pray he ain't, something else. He ain't look it, but he's young and he don't have that typical young boy aggression. And that's probably why he does the things he does. He's more focused on his people. But I really hope that his brother, could grow up and, as far as a brother in the world could be a good example for young men to, to grow into. And this is another thing too. Like, it's a good display or a good example of to show we don't need a government or politicians.
That's right.
We just need rich niggas to give a damn.
That's right.
That's right.
Imagine like he ain't got Sterling money, Raheem Sterling. He ain't got who else? Who's a big black player that we have over there? He ain't got Pogba money. Even Pogba is African, but he ain't got that type of money. But he taking whatever he have and he making it work. So you mean to tell me, all the black artists, all the black athletes, all the black professionals, we can't come together and, put money back into the community?
That's right.
Like, he's an example of the shit. What the rest of y'all doing? You know what I mean? It's ridiculous. And that's why they attack him the way they attack him. White man is the devil.
That's right. That's one man. That's one man doing that's one man with a bit of money doing more than your politician would ever do, man. Doing more than David Vance has ever done. That's why David Vance is really angry. He sees who this nigga getting my glory, man. Who's this black man getting my glory? This is my job. I'm supposed to be doing this. And that's why he's really angry, man.
And if I can add on to that, what you said was right. He is upset. And the thing is, he's not upset because he's done the job and there wasn't anyone that recognized it. He's upset because he wasn't doing the job at all.
Exactly.
When this man who's black as well, he's doing what he's meant to have had done years ago, that hurts him. You mean that a person who he looks and like, listen, he's black, he is nothing. He's doing your job better than you, and it hurt him, man. And then that's why, when he was upset, he done what he thought was right, which is to vent and let him know, look, man, you know what I mean? You find out who your dad is. Don't be worrying about the kids. You just do what, you know what I mean? You just find out, you know what I mean? You just look and see if you can find your dad, man.
Mm-hmm.
And all of that is because, you know what I mean? He's been doing a job that this MP ain't been doing.
Come on. So like I said, can I screen share the link that you sent me about the stuff that Rashford got into?
Yeah.
And look at this real quick, man. Look at that for anyone that can see it.
Listen, you know what make me? Could you zoom in on that?
Let me see. Yeah, I think I can.
Yeah, zoom all the way in. Zoom all the way in and then pull it up.
Kind of one, can. So is that Twab, sir?
Scroll along, yeah. Now listen, when I first saw it, I shit you not. I'm scrolling up, on the timeline. You know what made me stop? I was like, how in the fuck the UPK fruit program in the UK get on ESPN? That picture with him there in the barrels, brother, tell me that ain't look like the back room over there on Lodge Road.
It looks exactly like the back room with the barrels.
You scroll up some more. Scroll up some more, let everybody see that.
Zoom in some more, yeah?
Yeah, or is the picture separate or is all together?
It's all one big picture, sir.
Okay, no sweat. Brother, I thought that was the back room in the school. I'm not lying, with the door and the wall. So I stopped. I was like, what the fuck is this doing up here? And then I look at the whole thing and I was like, man, look at what this brother here doing. That's why I sent it to you. You understand? That's why I sent it to you. Scroll down, let me see what else they got. And that's with him. No, that's the sign language he's learning with this devil, right?
That's right, sir.
Right? And that's him, I guess, is outside his house or something. Look Photoshop. I ain't sure what that other picture is.
Outside 10 Downing Street. Like in America, the Prime Minister will live in what? The White House?
Right.
In Britain, there's something called Downing Street where all the MPs live, but the Prime Minister himself lives in number 10.
In 10. So they're trying to say he should be Prime Minister.
Kind of what, Kaiser? That is true. better than David Vance.
Listen, I lie. White people in England just did not disrespect you to make you get vexed. Now imagine you are white, extreme white ring far right Tory, and you scroll along and see this nigga with the football with the cup in his hand, the food, he learning sign language, and they put him in front of 10 down the street. You're gonna lose your head out.
That's right.
you're gonna what's it, doing my head in? You're gonna lose your rag. What else y'all say?
Is it off his trolley?
Good night. I can see why David Vance lost his damn rag. I could see why he lost his rag over this shit here. There's too much glory for a nigga.
That's right.
That's right.
Burn him. Fuck it. Burn him.
Burn him.
But it reads 22. Remember 22, David Vance probably twice his age and ain't accomplished half of this, man.
David Vance look like about 3 times his brother's age.
He goes, 22-year-old Marcus Rashford is a true role model, wins PFA Merit Award for fight against child poverty, learns sign language to judge poverty at deaf school, receive honorary degree from University of Manchester, persuaded UK government to provide free meals, man. And imagine you're a devil, man, and everyone knows devils are all in it for the money, nothing else but the money. And you see a man really care about the job that you're supposed to
put Rashford picture back up. Keep his picture up there until we done talking about it.
Kind of one, can't say.
He needs to be his picture needs to be everywhere. You know what I mean?
Kind of one.
And I see what it is. He started off with his money, doing it himself, and then as he started to gain ground, he was able to use his celebrity to now get the government to start to provide the free food. And probably what's going on is that David Vance was probably arguing against it. You understand? David Vance was probably arguing against it, and then they still went and did it. Brother, I look up David Vance. David Vance. Hold on.
It's like I got a freeze on the computer. One moment.
He's a UK MP, right?
Come on, sir. I think David Vance is trying to fuck up my stream right now, Let's see what I'm going with this. Just leave it.
I'm trying to look him up. The only one again is some soldier, some soldier in some revolutionary war. I really want to know how old he is because he got to be older.
MPs usually are. You don't really get an MP 22. So luck is things fucking up. 1 second.
So if you can't get, let's move on, all right?
Come on. My whole thing's frozen. Just bear me 1 second, please, if you could. 1 second.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm looking up his age. They ain't want to tell him his age at all. It's crazy. What happened? The whole thing done? Bear with us one. We'll be right back. You'll stand by, all right? Stand by one.
Lucky back, sir. David Vance tried mashing the thing. Can you hear me good, sir?
Yeah, I hear you straight.
Lucky about that. Yeah, but like I was saying, sir, he sees a man doing his job better than him, and on top of it, it's black too. 22 years old. He's like,
yeah, that had to stop.
Just like a woman, you know what the women do? Women come with them little sneak disses, slide comments. The ones there like, oh, God, yeah. Well, where did you get your dress from? Yeah, I see you got all them men, but where did you get them heels from? Oh, them heels a bit cheap. The ones there, yeah, I see you didn't work for black people, but yeah, but where's your dad though, man? There's women.
Yeah.
This, you know, the woman.
Yeah, disrespectful, man. Disrespectful.
Well, don't worry, man. David Vance, you come Marcus Rashford, you come to the Irish UPK, man. You know, you get the kingdom, man. And this devil would never say something so slick, man. Something so slick would cost him his life, man.
It cost him his tongue. The scripture said that, he's ruling speech will lose his tongue, and that's in the Bible.
That's right.
That's in the Bible.
So the N word from BBC. What else? Wetness that Bobby's talking about. All that slick shit, man. Will cost him his tongue, man.
Yeah. They don't have any care for poor people, man. They don't have any care for poor people at all, and they're all Christian.
That's right.
You know, they're all Christian. You dig?
Color one concert.
So that's it. We have any more?
Come on, concert. We got we're gonna go to America for a bit. You know, everyone knows the rapper Waka Flocka. You know what I mean? Waka Flocka was a brother, the rapper. What 70?
Oh, nah, more than that.
About 10 years ago, it was pretty good, man. You know, I made a tune called "Hard in the Paint." That was my jam still. What other tune is that?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. So it came. The brother actually came to the Irish UPK, man. On the streets. It's like I said, what city was it? Sorry.
Then that was Indianapolis.
Indianapolis.
You have the
video? Let me pull up now, sir. Come on.
Let me see. Go ahead, break it down. Let me see if I find it. Just so I don't want you to freeze up again.
Come on, Consul. You know, it came in Indianapolis. You know what I mean? It got taught by Captain Kaposh. Got schooled, and it was pretty respectful. It wasn't rude or anything. You know what I mean? So the brother knows 1 and 2. So on the Shade Room recently, the brother put up a post. We're gonna read that post right now. Let me get that. And this is the post right here. Let me zoom in. And this is the brother right here. Sorry. That's the brother right there. And it says, if Mexicans and blacks unified, what would happen? We literally have the same blood, but swear we different. And this brother is absolutely correct, man. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians have the same blood. We are one people, man.
That's right.
We are one people, and we should unify, man. We should unify, man. In Mexico, in California, you got what you call blacks today, or what the Bible calls the tribe of Judah, warring against Mexicans. What the Bible calls the tribe of Issachar, man. Warring over nothing. What we are is one family, arguing over silly differences, man. When the oppressor hates both of us, once both of them, the oppressor puts Judahites in prison. He puts Judahites in Pelican's Bay, and then he puts Mexicans in detention centers, man. Puts Mexicans in cages, man. Nonetheless, both of us are in prison. And what the brother said was right, man. We need to unify, man. And with no shadow of a doubt, I know for a fact, Waka Flocka got this information from the Irish UPK, man. It's
That's
in the
right.
brothers teaching. You know, it's in Captain Kaposh teaching, man. I know there's nowhere else but One West where he got this from, man.
Exactly. And anytime you're ready, let me beg you to screen share. Anytime you're ready, yeah.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
Kaposh is a bad dude,
Come on, man.
He's a certified bad dude, boy. All right, this is Waka Flocka. This is the name of the video. If anybody want to go look at it, it's called Waka Flocka Loses His Mind at ISUPK Street Speaking. And he really did damn near lose his mind. He really did. No bullshit. You know, he could not believe what he was hearing. He couldn't believe what, was being said. He literally lost his shit, lost his rag. He David Vanced over Kaposh, you know what I mean, and what he was saying. So let's check it out, all right?
Jews are black. Give me Acts 13:1. We're going to show you how niggers is in the Bible. They called them.
Now, Kaposh said the Jews are black. He looking down at the flyer, shaking his head like,
Jews
no.
are black. Give me Acts 13:1. We're going to show you how niggers is in the Bible. They called the prophets niggers. You
Salaka, I'll go hard in the mother. Hey, where? So you could say nigga on a record, but nigga can't be in the Bible. Hey, brother, we need help back. We need a whole ton of help. He said, no. He's on a scream like somebody killing him.
So black, give me Acts 13:1. We're going to show you how niggers is in the Bible. They called the prophets niggers.
ISUPK.
Listen, he lost it. He lost it. Hold on, let's stick you all ahead.
Passion and all that softness. The Christian church already doing that garbage. That's right. And look where people is at. 400 years of listening to the pastor. 400 years of celebrating what the pastor say to celebrate. But you don't want to listen to the prophets, though.
Right. There's Kapash in the middle, Captain Kapash, who done raised up Indianapolis, Indiana. Good brother, solid in the truth, been around for a while. Started by himself, now running cities. Next on his left is Officer Napataza. He went to Trinidad with me last year as the brother in the Hebrew Academy cover, the taller brother. And then on his right, the brother holding the 666 sign is, I believe, Nakashwan is his name. Young brother who, I don't want to put the brother business too much out, but Kapash basically pulled him out the streets, out of gangs, out of high school. I mean, damn near saved this brother life and gave him the truth. And this brother would be one of the brothers who YT Ozimbo would go talk to as a young man. And Kapash was able to pull him out. And this was one of the first men who ever came to Kapash, I believe, out there. And Kapash had been like a big brother and a father to him. And this brother comes from far. And he young. He don't look that young, but he a young dude. He a young dude. You know what I mean? So to stand with the Lord, you're going to be able to do amazing things. Just a sidebar, right?
Prophet speaking too rough. Prophet speaking too hard. Look, the Bible says it's a hard pill to swallow the truth. It ain't no easy thing to swallow the truth that the people that we were taught to love is the enemy. How do you teach the word? No, you don't teach the book. Because the thing is, it's not only you we teach. It's other people that's listening to these. You understand? I'm teaching somebody that needs to touch. You don't want to touch them by just, like a old school. You understand? The brothers in here is built for life. We do this thing for life. We sacrifice our lives for this. You understand? We put in danger for this stuff. Our school in danger 24/7. Exactly. That's a dangerous life. It's a dangerous life. In New York, that's where this school started. You understand? That's why we talk like this.
So now you see what he said? His father was an Israelite in New York. Now, Waka Flocka is in his, 20s or something? His father... Say again?
I'll say he's older,
He's older now, but then this was a few years ago, This was about 3 years ago or something. So now, if his father was an Israelite in New York, his father learned from UPK.
That's right.
So all that info about blacks and Hispanics is the same people. It comes from UPK. Again, if I wish the brother had stayed, he could have seen what I was talking about with where he was saying our message. How do we plan to tap into the drill, the drill movement and the younger generation? It's already happening. Like everything you seeing and hearing now, we've been saying on the streets forever. The white man is the devil, they're evil, they're animals, they're a virus. Right. You know what I mean? Like they're talking about, we everybody worried about COVID-19. What about cracker 19 or Caucasian 19? That comes from us. You know what I mean? And he said it here on the tape. His father was an Israelite who learned back in the day in New York. Back in the day in New York is one camp. ISUPK. Just like today, there's one camp. ISUPK. Let me get some more. Somewhere in this tape, he said we too militant.
That's why we don't talk all soft. God, he a man of war. That's right, man. He grabbed by his brains. The angels is hardcore, man. We gotta learn about God. He a man of war. That's right. Give me more in that scripture. Come on, man. We just found it. You can still give a donation. Right. Gonna come for
yo, when in your spare time, y'all could go watch the tape, brother. But what it ended up, he stayed there for a little while. It was about a half hour. He was there with Kapash. And Kapash is cutting him on the white man and who the devil is. And Waka Flocka don't want to say the white man is the devil. He said it's good white people. And then Waka Flocka told him, if he say y'all too militant, man, nobody ain't gonna listen to y'all. And Kapash said, I don't care. I'm here for who the Lord wants. And then Waka Flocka said, listen, man, if y'all change how y'all talk, I'll give y'all money and send y'all all over the world. Kapash said, man, we don't need your money. We all over the world already.
That's right.
Point. It's you know, what the UPK does is too much for most people. It's literally too much for most people, but that's where you have to go. You have to go to that extreme if you're going to make change. Like what Rashford did, that was extreme. That was extreme for a black man who the white man is paying so much money. How dare you take your millions and help niggas?
That's right.
How dare you do that? That's how David Vance sees it. You know,
if I may, sir, a lot of these fake camps here would have took up Waka Flocka on his offer, man.
Of course.
I remember Kodak Black was in one of these fake Israelite groups, and they was acting like Christ came back. Like, look, we got Waka Flocka in our camp, man. You know, Waka Flocka didn't change his life. Didn't join no trooper program. Got locked up the month later. But they was acting like, look, we made it because we got some rapper in our camp, man. That don't mean nothing, man. Waka Flocka don't want to be in here, he don't have to be in here. If he don't want to follow the protocols, not because he makes millions, not because he traveled the world. If he don't want to follow our protocol and come as a trooper, he won't be in there, man, regardless of how much money he got, man.
Right.
But again, we're up on the time, so we're going to shoot for a few videos real quick. Slacky say you might be in luck today, you know. I might save you the battle. You might.
Man, we could skip your funeral today.
You might get to live another week. You get me?
You could listen. You could skip your funeral today. You know what I mean?
You live 2 weeks in a row now. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Wait, I lived 2 weeks in a row. I wasn't even here last week, and you got buried.
There you go. You weren't here last week, so you live.
All right. All right.
Where do you want them?
I ain't going to battle, you know.
Should I name Bruce Lee to the way you are? Must be only know one letter in alphabet. Why for yourself, many most you are it. When doors are boss, you go hide and sit. Think when I know so you is a little switch. Who's the one? Million 9,000 can't see up on the laugh and murder you. The pussy man up on the wall like birds I was. Kill a body man friend on the phone where you. Your son dirty jet can't stick. Your best friend Jamie does man as a fit. And the punch get you killing them crazy. Simple means so you're killing them shaky. Or you say you're born with two daddy, that mean you a body man baby.
Karate, you know what happened to you? All that talking, you know where you're really running down?
Don't be back one, run down your funeral. I will say, one shot, one kill, we could stop here, why we the general? This is a puppy show, puppy, we never see a man run down in funeral. I will say, one shot, one kill, we could stop here, why we the general? This is a puppy show, puppy.
One shot, one killer. You're talking too much.
All right. I could do you in the dance right now. I could do it right now. But I got a story to push up. I could do it right now.
Well, listen now. You get your one shot, one kill. I killed you last week. I wasn't here. I killed you this week. I'm here. It's it's a wrap. It's on record. You're saying you're pulling your puzzle face. You say, I ain't gonna lie. That tune I never heard before, but it was hard. I think you killed me.
I get that.
Yeah, I'm gonna play it back.
It was hard. I feel like Buju song was hard. I was like, hold on. What we tune bad? You get me? Well, I got a story that I want to bring out right now. You get me? I'll kill you another time. Listen. So I've been dumping from womb.
You're still talking. You're still talking. You want more smoke? Or?
Nah, that's not too much.
Nah, go ahead.
A story here by Little Man. Little Man's a brother from Brum. He's a dwarf. He got locked up in jail and he made his money by kind of clowning himself, jumping in bins, doing dumb shit. And with that, he got famous on social media, got big, got his own cartoon out now, you know, does things with Charlie Slav, comedy shows and so forth. So anyway, Little Man got a box now. MMA match coming up with an Algerian, another dwarf that's Algerian. So anyway, on the weigh-ins, you know the weigh-ins, you know, they get in each other's face, how they fight and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
In the Wayans, this Algerian guy called him a nigger, man. And he looked at him, I was like, what? Yo, watch your mouth, man. So when you get there right now.
Yeah.
So luck, yeah.
Is he the little dwarf who was on the front seat of the car? He would mash the brakes and he hit him. That shit was funny as shit.
It's even a dancing and everyone's bigging him up. You know, you got hella fame. It's hella fame.
I think I've seen him before.
Yeah, he was in a rave one time, just dancing and shit. Everyone's like, oh, surrounding him, and he come out of jail for a robbery. You know what I mean? He made his boss from in jail.
And he was in some outside dance. I think it was you used to go to before. I think you missed it that year for something, or you was there something. But I seen the video. Yeah.
That's the brother right there. So he got a fight coming up. You know what I mean? So slappy the money.
No, man.
Come on, man. But anyway, this is the weigh-ins real quick.
Yeah, we're sorting out, guy.
Let's go, champ. Yeah. Okay, champ is here. Champ is here. Champ is here. Champ is here.
Champ is here. Watch him up. I'll knock you out on stage, pussy. Watch him out, innit?
Champ is here, bitch. Don't say that.
Watch him out. Don't touch me. Watch him out, innit? Yeah. Remember where you are, innit? Yeah. With UK pussy, watch him fuck him out. I'm out. Let me tell you what I'm up to, yeah. I slap on your dog, I'll slap you up with a birdie you did. You fucking muck.
There he goes. Look like, oh, watch your mouth, man. Remember in the UK, you know, about nigga, bro. Slap with a burner, you know. Remember you did.
Listen, that Algerian, he get too much into the thing.
He carried away.
He get carried away with the shit. Easy, nigga, yeah, nigga. Nah, nigga, watch your mouth, man. Watch your mouth.
Nah, man, that's the react. See, a lot of black people think racism is over. I noticed this. A lot of black people think racism is over. It's done. You know what it is? You ain't left the country, man. A lot of black people live in London where it's diverse and multiracial. You ain't been to places like Poland and Malta. They hate black people, man. Black people, I speak to black people all the time, and yeah, we're doing so good. Life has changed, man. You know, before a long time, and white people change now. They're loving us. They're mixing now. Listen, you ain't left the country. You think life's nice because you live in London,
right?
Like the other one.
It's just like and also if kind of add on to that, you know what I mean? There's even parts of the UK where there's racism and there's not one of us there. So you know what I mean? Like, so now the reason why we would think something like that is because we don't go to them parts and we don't understand that racism is there. Just that, we are not there.
Exactly. And not only that too, okay. You remember it was last year, some sister went to Turkey or Spain on vacation, and she walked out the hotel and they come and they ask her for a passport. She said the passport inside and they slam her to the ground and drag her back in. And she made a video talking about her bad experience. I think it was in Barcelona.
Lucas, I don't recall.
Oh boy, you don't have to go far to realize that. Like, you know how people leave UK and go to Paris and Spain and Turkey. This happened to a sister, and she knew damn near why was he in the interrogation room or something, talking about what happened and how that if she was with a man, they would have never done that. And she trying to tell them, listen, she here on vacation and she could go get the passport and show them, and they didn't want to hear none of that shit. They slam her to the ground and drag her back and all, a whole ton of mess. You know what I mean?
And it's true that a lot of people, mainly Londoners, man, they think, racism's over with it. What you never left your city? Like, I'm a man that's been blessed to leave my city, and I've been all over, man. And you trust me, you will experience racism in England. Go somewhere like Newquay or Coventry or Torquay or where else are the one? I've been to countries in England in October. And in London and Birmingham and major cities where it's diverse, you'll see everything plastered with black posters because it's Black History Month. Go to some cities, everything's plastered with Halloween stuff. They don't know Black History Month is even going on.
Right.
There's no people there. But we seem to think, my city's fine, so see, everything changes. Not, man. And this guy from Algeria come all the way from Algeria, and he thinks you're a nigga. He forgot where he was. He thought it was in Algeria. He got carried away. He's like, listen, I'm the best nigga. Didn't even pause or flinch or freeze. He just let it flow, man. Because in his country, that's what you are, niggas, man.
Listen, and after little man check him, he shut his mouth.
That's right.
He ain't talk no more. I don't know if you peep that. After he check him and tell him, yo, he ain't saying nothing no more, which is like, you know, he get carried away. He literally get carried away.
Oh, God. That's what it is. But again, we're running out of time. So I got my last one, sir.
Uh-huh.
This is Kanye West on Nick Cannon's podcast talking about the white voice. Anyone know about the white voice?
No, I ain't even hear that.
Well, the white voice is where every time in a black man's life where he got to put on the white voice, whether to get a job or to seem less aggressive.
Oh, okay, I understand what you're saying.
When he goes to the supermarket, he come like, yo, where the chicken at, man? He come like, excuse me, where the chicken at? So Kanye West was explaining to Nick Cannon that he had to explain to his wife, which is Kim Kardashian, about the white voice. She was like, what? And it took him 3 hours to explain. Like, every black man knows, oh, yeah, you had to tone it down. But she couldn't, she's not one of us, so she couldn't get it. So this is where we're at.
And he's having sex with this bitch.
And you got to break it down to where my ribs know my life. Shit.
Make sure and post this on the page too, please.
You know, what is beautiful about the Black existence in America, it sharpens you. Just to be a Black person in America, like I feel you. I remember spending 3 hours explaining what the white voice was to my wife, because for her it's just her voice, you know, it's just the voice. You just answer the phone the same way. Hello. But I had to explain that in order to get a job, depending if you want a job downtown, you had to act white, and you could lose your job if you acted Black. But the thing is, yourself. That's the thing. You're not acting. If you act Black, you're actually being yourself. So your existence, just to be able to pay for your well-being, you literally have to act like a white person.
Brother, I'm going to watch this as soon as we're done here. This is ridiculous, Zach. Please send me that link.
I got it.
Okay, like he had to explain to her the white voice, admitting she's a white woman because it's her voice. And then he starts off by saying it sharpens Black people. And then they kind of say, yeah, we have to be resilient. Like, if that's a good fucking thing.
So basically, we can't be ourselves. We can't be what God made us to be. It's wrong. Me being me is wrong. I got to tone it down, change it up, switch it up, lighten it up.
And these are the people who are ruling over us. And it's a good thing that I have to, you know, see somebody white and be like, hey, hi, how are you doing, Jim? And that the woman had to go and perm her hair and bun up her scalp to get a straight perm. That's a good thing. With that, that's what episode we on now, Ark? Track 807. We somewhere in the teens. We somewhere in the teens. That's another episode of On the Ends, brother. I can't believe it, Ark. I can't believe it. You had like, this is a good thing that we have to. Hold on. Just give me one last scripture there, Parasha, please. Jeremiah 22 and 33. 2 and 33. And whoever it is, you know, maybe I have it on your phone, put it on wherever it is. Jeremiah 2 and 33.
Jeremiah 2 and 33. Why trimmest thou thy way to seek love?
Come on, Ark. Why would you do that? You sitting down there with blonde hair and a pink sweater that look homeless. You ain't put on the white boy voice. You put on the white boy hair and his fucking clothes. You go that extreme, and it's a good thing? You think that's making you sharp? Brother. With that, I'm out. I'm done.
We got a lot of work to do. We got a lot of work to do.
That's why you gotta get brothers like Zimbo and Whitey on the team and all them other brothers who are out there, brother, not understanding what we really facing, all right? Lord allow us see y'all next week again. Good show, I appreciate it. Good guest on, you know what I mean? Y'all keep getting them brothers in. It's a good exposure and it's a good reasoning with them so they understand both sides and we understand their side too, you know what I mean? No love lost. It's still love for all the brothers and sisters, all right?
With that, again, we're on the ends, you know, myself, you know, Officer Karafia. We got Captain Parasha here, the Lone Horseman. You got Captain Mashat Mayam, the Warhead, the Warlord. And if you could, you know, use your connections to get Commander Hannah to look at that video as well with Nick Cannon. See what, you know.
Listen, that's what I'm gonna watch it for. I'm going to watch it just for that, Doc. I'm gonna watch it just to see the madness. This boy, how they say he's mental. This nigga is mental. Oh my gosh, Salaki. Let's send me the link. I'm gonna watch that shit. That's beyond disgusting there, brother. That's beyond it.
Well, like I said, we'll be again next week on the ends, 9 p.m. to 12. You know what I mean? We're here every Friday, 9 p.m. to 12, 9 p.m. GMT. But classes at 394 Lodge Road, Birmingham, B18, 5 PW, Monday, 7 to 9, Wednesday, 7 to 9, Thursday, 7 to 9. Also on live on Facebook. But classes streaming from London, from Officer Sham Gizi himself, man. 7 to 9. Make sure you subscribe to ISUPK United Kingdom and Facebook, ISUPK_UK on Twitter and Instagram. And with that, we'll be here next week.
Where we at tomorrow? London?
Tomorrow's London, Brixton High Street. What's the postcode one?
SW98HH.
SW98HH. That's Brixton Hill, man.
Yeah, you'll make sure go down there and get them all the hell in the world, like.
Right.
All the hell in the world. Get them that camp tomorrow. That camp had to be, you know, felt in December. Get them all the hell come tomorrow. All right. Take me out with Mr. Because we ain't the same. Me and Kanye West, we ain't the same. No game, no game.
My chalice, true say I'm an addict. 24 Cali, don't make me have to grab it. Cabbage, niggas can't manage. That's another slapping. Niggas thinking that I'm famous, that I won't slap it. Nigga, I'm erratic. Erdington Savage, yeah, you call this modern warfare. When we don't tap it, clicking and we're clacking. Shots burning through his jacket. Gangster in the morning, gangster in the evening, gangster in the morning, gangster in the evening, gangster in the morning, gangster in the evening, gangster all the time. Yeah, I'm back and I'm attacking. Nah, I ain't capping. Real life rapping, switched it up and got it cracking. Get you vanished from a napping. Bare nerves racking. Ramming, carjacking, call it life, damn sacking. Yeah, the Cali's in the air now. Got the tracking. 2017 bricks, still brought the packing. Puff, passing, catching lacking with my cannon. Birmingham assassin, yeah, burning with a passion. Gangster in the morning, gangster in the evening. Gangster in the morning, gangster in the evening. Gangster in the morning, gangster in the evening. Gangster all the time. Gangster in the morning.